And welcome back to MD Global Muscle here at the On the Rise Media Studio with me, your host, Giles Thomas. And we are joined all the way from Ukraine, 24-year-old Vlad Suhoruchko. Yes!
Hi, guys.
How you doing, Vlad? Thank you so much for joining us, mate.
Thank you, you too.
Sorry, come with the volume a little bit. Sorry, a little bit quiet there, mate. That's it. Yes, Vlad, well, you've really got people talking. You've sensational first year. You just took second in Romania to Regan Grimes. How are you feeling upon your first year coming into the pros and making such an impact at just 24 years old?
For me, this is, of course, this is a new level. It's different than I compete before, of course, because this is pro division. This is new height level, and first competition. I compete in Spain.
Yes.
And in Spain, my place be 13, and I get this 13th place, but. And after, I be disappointed because I will not ready for this result. I have a different plan, and I think results must be a little bit different.
Yeah.
And I have another plan, but happened what happened. And this is make me more hungry. This is make me more focused in next competition, and I will show what I show in Romania.
Yeah, well, I mean, the 13th to 2nd, it's almost kind of like what Antoine Vaillant did from the New York Pro to the Cali. He went from 7th to 1st in 1 week. It was what? What was the difference? Was it 2-3 weeks between Spain and Romania? 2 weeks?
3.5 weeks. Yeah.
3 weeks. So in 3.5 weeks, you went from 13th place in a contest to 2nd with mostly the same guys. And you're literally pushing Regan right to the very, very limit. So you're prepped by Ahmed Askar, correct, at the Oxygen Gym.
Yeah.
How did that? Yeah. Because you're obviously based in Ukraine. Do you go out to Kuwait to be trained by Askar, or is it done by email or whatever? How do you do it?
No. First time I come to Kuwait February in this year.
Yeah.
And we start preparing to Portugal. This competition in Portugal.
Yeah.
I don't remember this name. This competition, Portugal. This must be July.
Okay.
But in March, this Corona give a little bit. Yes. Yeah. A little bit different. Make like different plan, and we must cancel and wait. And I be till March in Kuwait. I training together with Askar, together my training partner be Nathan Diasha.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and of course I make so big progress. When I come to Kuwait, my weight be 122, 23, like this kilogram.
Yeah.
After 3 weeks. My weight be 134.
So in 3 weeks you put 12 kilos on, 30 pounds.
Yeah. For everyone, this have big shock because I change it every day. Wow. Every day, people who stay near me, my training partner, my coach, people who know me, have really shocked because I change it. And also I tried this different system. My coach really give me different understanding bodybuilding, how I must do everything with everything different with food.
So what was this? What would you say were the 3 biggest changes that really improved your physique?
He first, this was important. He changed my mind about about bodybuilding, how I must understand, how I must do my, how I must do my. This my plan about everything, about training, about food, about supplement, about recovery, about everything. This is really different. Like I never tried this before.
Yeah, but you're obviously training hard and prep. Because I mean, what were you like? When did you turn 24? 24.
Yeah.
When did you become 24? When's your birthday?
What do you mean?
So I'm saying, what was the change? Sorry, for when you came. Sorry, I'm trying to explain my question here properly. So what I'm saying, what was the three biggest changes? You know, in terms of, you know, your approach. How did he change your mind on what were you doing differently to how you were doing it differently before?
Okay, it's training plan.
Yeah.
Recovery.
Mm-hmm.
And focus. These three more important details than everything another.
So what was it like training? What was it like training with Nathan? Was that hard, or is he a hard trainer? He's strong, isn't he? Strong guy.
So hard. I never tried this before. Look, first time, Oscar take me from airport.
Yeah.
And we go together to flat, to apartment where I must stay. And he asked me how I train. I train like normal. I train hard, or how I do this before. I told, of course, I train hard. He told me, okay, tomorrow you will train together with Nathan. I thought, okay, good, there's no problem.
Yeah.
But really, I don't know what waiting for me. Really, I don't have idea. Really, and first workout, I perfectly remember. We do back. After back workout, I'm die. I'm die. I won't go back to Ukraine.
So what was the thing? What was it? Is it the volume? Was it the short rest? Because I know that they train fast and hard, and they do a lot of exercise, a lot of reps. What was the difference from your old training to the new training? What made it so hard?
This is we do so heavy weight maximum.
Yeah.
Like and many reps. It's for example, normally if you train heavy, you do less reps.
Yeah.
But this is normal. But here is different. If you do heavy weights, you need to do with more reps.
Okay.
Minimum 12, 15, 20, like this.
Yeah. So how?
Yeah, and
how did the whole Kuwait thing come about? Where did they spot you at a contest, or did you see them at a show? Did you speak to them online? How did it come about?
For you mean about prep, yeah?
Yeah. How did you meet Askar?
First time, I understand. I compete. I have my first show. This will be first show. Last year, it will be. I try get pro card.
Yeah.
And I compete first time. It's will be Hungary Fit Parade, and I took second place.
Okay.
And next competition I have Dennis James, and I text to Oscar before Dennis James, because I understand I need something change. I need new level. I need more information how I must do this, because I now I ask myself what I need more for progress, and what I don't know. And I think this is will be right way, and now I understand I do everything right.
Yeah.
Really, I don't know why I text him, because I know he can he can't answer it me, or he can, or he can't answer it me. I don't know. I just tried,
Yeah.
and I wait, and he answered me so fast.
Did he? That's fantastic.
Yeah, and when he answered me, I have shock, because he told me, yeah, okay, which competition you do now, and what you, which your goal, what you want, and send me your plan about everything. I sent him, and he told me, okay, we can start work together, and we start work before 2 weeks to Dennis James.
Okay.
To my competition.
Just 2 weeks before you started working together.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he changed my plan about food, about many details, how I must do these things, and he told me, in Dennis James, my goal, take pro card.
Yeah.
And I did this.
So you got your pro card at the Dennis James in Germany last year.
Yes.
So last year you would have been what, 23 years old. Were you doing the super heavyweights, or because you were still eligible for the juniors? Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
But you won in the super heavyweights, correct?
Yeah. My weight be in stage 100, 103, 103 and a half, like this. But for this year, we make so big job, and I bring to stage, and this year, my last weight be 114 kilogram.
104. You look bigger. How tall are you?
178.
Right, okay, because you look quite tall. You look maybe 183, 85. You look very, very, because you're very wide. You look tall. I mean, I'm surprised. You look bigger and heavier than 114. I mean, I'll be honest. I thought you were going to say like 125, 120, 125. So, I mean, the improvements you made for the Romania was absolutely astonishing. So, what was it like in Romania when you knew that you were in better condition? You were going to do better. What point did you feel you were going to get a good placing?
Of course, I'd be so happy, because this luxurious competition, 13th place, now second place, of course. But I think I can show more.
Yeah.
Like not about shape, about place.
Okay.
But anyway, I have next season. Mm-hmm. I have next preparation, and I still hungry. I still hungry to competition, and I don't want now say something like I took this place, or I took this place, or I beat him. No, everyone will see.
That's
just yes. I no need explain to no one nothing. Just we will see. Time will show everything.
Yeah, just get up on stage, show them what you got, and show that you've improved, and then they'll find out how good you are. So, have you given any thought to what contest you're doing in 2021 yet, or?
2 days ago.
Yeah.
I got message from IFBB Pro League.
Mm-hmm.
What organizer Arnold Classic won't invite me in Arnold Classic, Ohio.
In the Columbus?
Yes.
Wow, that's amazing. So I'm assuming you're going to do the Columbus Arnold Classic in March.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's fantastic news. I mean, that is the one that if you're a new guy, that's the one you want to get the invite to, because that means they're really liking what you're kind of bringing. You know, honestly, Vlad, that is amazing news, mate. You must be so happy. You must be so happy, mate.
Thank you so much. When I got this message, I perfectly remember what I do. I do my cardio, and when I check this, I have shock. I can't believe it. I can't breathe. Like,
wow,
this really for me, and this is new. This is new level. This is new motivation. I'm so excited to compete in this bigger level. And of course, I text to my to my coach. I sent him this information. He also so happy, and we will do this.
Vlad, do you know how hard it is for even the big names to get an invite to the Arnold Classic? And you're this new face. You've come along. You've got 13th and 2nd in some European shows, not even an American show, and they've noticed you. That is a really big deal, mate. That's congratulations. That's awesome. You must be happy. You must be so happy.
Really, thank you so much. Yeah. And I am so happy, and I will show my best. I will do now really this for me now. This is I have now more motivations than before.
Yeah.
Because now this is really I sit and I think about. I speak with myself, and I must show in this time more than I showed before.
I just think you just need to keep doing what you're doing, mate, because you've put in an amazing amount of size on and progress for 24 years old. I'm just trying to think if there's been anyone at your age that is I can't think. I mean, you've got Quinton Area, Rafael Brandeo, trying to think of Regan Grimes is 27. These guys in their 20s that are just, you're the next generation coming through, and you're already making an impact. That's incredible.
Thank you so much.
So you're back home in Ukraine at the moment. When do you go back to? Is it Oxygen Gym in Kuwait that you train in? Is that the one? Because there's a few Oxygens, isn't there?
Which place?
Is it Oxygen Gym in Kuwait, not the other ones? It's the Kuwait one, isn't it? Because I know there's a couple in Kuwait, isn't there?
Yeah. This Jabril, this gym.
Yeah.
When all guy training, Brandon Curry, Ruli Winkler, where there's Nathan Joshua.
Oh wow! What's it like? What's it like training around those guys then? I mean, it must have been thrilling for a young guy to come in and there's Rolly and Brandon and Nathan, and you're training with Nathan. What's that like being around those guys?
Yeah. And first, when I come and first my visit to Kuwait, bring me so much motivation, because I look before just to picture, to video, and Instagram and YouTube. Yeah. And I can imagine what one time I will be part of this team and will train here, and we'll meet with this coach, with this guy, with athletes, and really it's before my dream.
Yeah. Have you spent much time around Brandon and Rowley, and obviously you spent time with Nathan? What are they like? Are they encouraging to you?
No. I'm not meet with Brandon and Rowley, because when I come to Kuwait, it's just be Nathan, Ahmad Ashkanani, because he live in. Of course. He live in Kuwait, and this another guys. This Ahmed Wardani.
Wadani, Al Wadani, yeah, fantastic, 212 guy.
Yeah. I like him. He good guy.
Is he cool? He's cool. So what's it like? I mean, obviously a young guy, I can imagine being at like the kind of what's classed as really the new mecca of bodybuilding in Kuwait. What's it like out in Kuwait? Do you like it, or is it what's so good about it for you as an athlete?
Kuwait, really, it's different, and different about I think everything is different. Like mentality, people. Yeah. And people around you like you if you're different, if you're a bodybuilder, if you show good results, people respect you. Okay. Like in another country, for example, my country, people don't care about you. Okay, if you're big, you're big. No one not respect you, or not. I mean, like people who. For example, you go in the street. Yeah. And people, I think, 20% like you, and another. Oh really? 80% don't like you.
Oh no! But really? But in Kuwait, it's they're very positive and very supportive, and they like the fact very that you're positive. Different.
Everywhere.
That's good.
In gym, in street, in restaurant, in a public place, everywhere. and also atmosphere in gym. This is really amazing because in oxygen gym you can listen music, for example, like normal gym, because music not play. If you want, you take like AirPod for yourself,
Okay.
And like this, because system in Kuwait just focus it on your workout, hard workout, training, like only this process, and it's so different, and I think no one place don't have same.
Yeah.
Also, so many different equipment.
I was just about to ask that. I was about to say, I'm guessing the equipment in Kuwait is better than maybe in some of the gyms in Ukraine or anywhere else in the world.
When I first time when I go to gym,
Yeah.
I have so big shock, because never I see like this, and also I never saw something like this equipment and magazine and video and photo. I don't know how this works in this machine. Machine.
It's. I bet it's bodybuilder heaven out there, isn't it?
Yes, exactly, and all all details make your progress, like positive atmosphere inside in gym.
Yeah.
People who train in gym, because many people have a big name who compete or before or compete now, and have a big name in bodybuilding world.
It's fantastic.
This,
so what
this
about
make so big progress for you, like and first it's for your mental,
yeah.
because for example, in my gym here in Ukraine, we have so less pro bodybuilder. We have, for example, if you're better than another, and you do this routine every time, you start losing a little bit motivation.
Right.
And you need more. You every time need something more, what get new. And when you come to Kuwait, first time when I come to Kuwait, I start train with jacket, because I look to another people and another bodybuilder. I think, oh, I'm small. I'm really.
Yeah. 2 weeks later, and you're 30 pounds heavier, and the jacket's off. I bet.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Yeah. So, have you spent much time around Weider Legacy, the owner of Oxygen Gym? What does he think? Is he excited about your potential and your career?
Yeah. When I come first time, I'm not be some some special bodybuilder, because before many so big name with so big athletes in Oxygen, and I'm not. I understand I'm not better. But when I start train, when I start do everything, when I start show progress, I start growing every day by day. I start be better. Good. And of course, everyone can see this. Everyone look how I change it. And one time we sit in restaurant together. It's be coach Abdullah, Badr Budai, and Askar, and we talk. And Badr Budai told me about this time I will show very good results. This time when I be in Kuwait, I show good results. But first time when I come, really I understand I not have something special.
Yeah.
But when I start working, when I start do everything, I improve.
So when do you obviously you're back home in Ukraine for a while? Are you having a bit of a break off training, or are you just getting straight back into it?
Right now?
Yeah. Are you taking a break off training now, or are you straight back in?
No. Just I come now, and now I need a little bit little bit take like rest for nervous system. This first what I need.
Yeah.
And I continue my training. I continue my diet plan. I continue do my routine, what I do, and just a little bit have, like, if I do before 6 workout twice a day, now I do per 1 week 5 workout, 5-day workout.
Right, so you're backing off on the training, because obviously you got to rest a little bit and back off.
Yeah. I have now a new plan for 4 weeks like this, and after end of December we start new prep to Arnold, Ohio.
Oh, that's really big that you've got an invite to the Arnold. That's incredible. So what age will you be when you step on stage at the Arnold in March? How old?
Still 24.
Still 24 years old. That's absolutely amazing. I mean, and obviously you're gonna look sensational. Do you know what I think? The thing with you is it was your conditioning. Well, not the conditioning obviously was good at Alicante, but your conditioning, was that the best conditioning you've ever had at Romania? Because you were absolutely rock hard.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, in Romania,
shredded.
I never saw myself shredded like in this competition, and this competition we no need force something. We just do everything step by step, and I bring in stage this perfect shape. About I feel everything we do correct.
Yeah,
I be full. I been rounded. I be shredded. I show everything what I must show.
It was so close between you and Regan, It was so close, because I know Regan, that was the best he's been all year, because obviously he's had a real ordeal. He was stuck in Poland, and then he had to go to the British Grand Prix, and it was, he's had a lot of traveling, but I tell you what, that was so close between you two. I mean, and there's a guy who's well established, and it was a really close fight between you two. I don't think anyone would have argued if you had won. I mean, it was, so that's impressive,
Yeah, thank you. Just what I can say, I just give me please this little bit time, and I will show everything what I can show.
Well, honestly, I'm so excited for the Arnold Classic now. That's really added a new excitement as well, because it's great to see all the well-established guys who've won multiple pro shows. But I think the Arnold Classic, they always like to have one or two new faces, like they had when they invited Luke Sando in 2017. They do like to get the new faces who they see have really, really a lot of potential. So that's a huge feather in your cap, So are you going to the Olympia this year, or I'm assuming you're not?
No. This year I will not go to Olympia, and my next goal go to take qualification to 2021.
Yeah, I would honestly, I could see that. I could see you on stage at the Olympia next year. I really could. At what, 24 years old, 25 years old?
Thank you. Yeah. Next year it will be, if I 2021, it will be 25 year.
Yeah, 25 and already that good. That's incredible. I like the picture as well of you next to Mohammed Elemam. The picture outside. Oh my God! I was like, look at these two guys, man. These are new. I said there's new freaks on the block.
Thank you.
Really, really good.
Mohammed also, this is a good guy.
Yeah.
A good guy. He have good potential also.
Yeah.
He not young, but he improved this season also.
He was the same as you. Yeah, he was the same as you. He had a not very good placing at Chicago. I think he was either 11th or 13th. I think he was 11th at Chicago. And then he jumped up to 4th in Romania, and then you went from 13th in Alicante to 2nd in Romania. Yes. So you both really leveled up and really kind of showed. Yes. I mean, it must be that I think the most satisfying thing was that you at least brought your absolute best for Romania.
Yeah, thank you. And also he have same coach, Ahmad Askar.
Askar, yeah. So do you ever train together, or?
Yes.
Oh, you have.
Yeah, but we in the one team, but we spoke with him, and he told me he also won't come to preparing next season
Okay.
in Kuwait. But we will see.
What you need to do, though, is you need to get some sessions filmed, please.
Okay.
We need to see Ahmad Askar putting you and Mohammed Elemam through some good hardcore training sessions. Because I tell you what, that would really help your profile to see you two guys being trained in oxygen. That'd be amazing.
Thank you. And also, if you check my Instagram, this profile, and when I be in Kuwait, we make some video from training process, and you can see how this we make it.
Nice.
And it's like you not ask me more about training this heavy or this easy or how this.
Yeah. So, okay then. Well, do you have any good sponsors? Because I mean, obviously you're going back and forth to Kuwait, and are you sponsored currently?
No.
You don't? You don't have? Well, I think that's going to change. I think that's going to change soon. I've got a feeling.
No, I right now I not have, and everything like what I get, like I work like I online coach.
Yep.
Everything what I get, like I put in my sport, in my bodybuilding, and that's I hope, and I not hope, and I see now this is right way what I do.
Yeah.
And I hope in future this is bring me much, but. That's a very, very good attitude. At 24 years old, everything you're making from your online coaching, reinvesting it to yourself, your own, because your career is taking off now. I mean, I put you in my shout-outs a few weeks ago when I reached out to you and tagged you in, and you said, thank you so much. And it was like, 'cause I was like, look at this guy, he's 24. I said, he's his condition. I said, he's big. I said, who is he? And then all of a sudden you went and, did the business in Romania and absolutely really like shocked everyone. It was like, holy shit. I can't get over the size of your shoulders. Your shoulders are bigger than your head. Each one of your shoulders is actually bigger than your head. So that's always a good thing to have when your shoulders are big in your head. So, okay, one final question. Obviously, we've got the Olympia in 4 weeks. Who's winning and who's doing well? Tell us. Right now, I can't say something because just I wait when Olympia will be confirmed 100%, because now we see this everything changed, and also I hope and Olympia is not changed, no dates, no still on.
It's
on. Yeah.
On.
And like big bodybuilders can come. Like we can see now. Look, Hadi Chupan have a problem. We don't know. We don't know for 100%. He come or he not come. Right? And also look, Nathan Diasha. He not come. He can compete.
He's dieting. He's prepping.
Yes. I don't know. I not speak about this with him, but he still do everything for like preparing and.
Rolly?
No, Ruli preparing in this 100%. Brandon preparing 100%, and also this. I think this will be so interesting. This Brandon. Look at Brandon with Phil Heath.
So who's winning, Phil or Brandon? Come on.
We will see.
Well,
soon, 3 weeks out.
Well, I'm guessing you're going to say Brandon because he's Team Oxygen, so we'll let you off on that one. So, okay then, Vlad. Well, I'm so excited for your future, mate. It's like with everything that's gone on this year, to see the new faces coming through, managing to compete and do great and make an impact and make a name for yourself. You get an invite to the Arnold. You're on, Team Oxygen, who've got your back, and you've got every element, your training, your diet, everything, all your recovery. It's all, you're literally able to reach your potential in that environment with those team of people behind you. So, yeah, really excited. I mean, I can't remember the last time I ever saw a 24-year-old this good, you know, this big, this conditioned, you know, because sometimes you get the young guys and they're big, but they haven't nailed the condition. You know, it takes a few years. Yeah. But I mean, your condition was some of the best I've seen you at Romania for the whole year. I mean, absolutely incredible, mate. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens with you over the next couple of years.
Thank you so much. Many people, with this fitness industry, with big name, I mean, like coach, like athletes, text me and send me congratulations and explain me about my category. Like it's not it's so rare people can see in open bodybuilder condition like mine. And I also, for me, for my mind, for my head, I have understanding how must to look really bodybuilding, how must be a look of bodybuilder. Look, for example, I very like who show quality, like Phil Heath, like Hadi Chupan. For me, this is really William Bonac. And every time you can see, but sometimes you can see flat or something like this. But it can be because this is bodybuilding. All people is human. It can have something. But excuse me.
Come back.
There
we go. Yep, you're back.
Excuse me. And but for me, perfectly, this is size with quality. If you're so big without quality, or your quality 75, 85%, what's this? This is not good. Why you compete? Why you go on stage if you understand what you not make 100% what you can show? Why you compete? Why you go in the stage? That's right. But for me, quality with size. This is what you must show. If you not show this, it's not in my head, in my understanding. I don't understand this.
Well, I think you and Theo Laguerre from France, I mean, he's, 28 years old. You're 24. You both brought fantastic conditioning, good size, good symmetry. And, you're two names for the future there. But, absolutely fantastic, mate. Okay, then. Okay, Vlad. Well, this has been absolutely fantastic. And I'm really, really excited to follow your progress. And we'll bring up your Instagram name. And just really happy for what's coming next for you, and really kind of looking forward to seeing what comes next, mate. So you've done an amazing job this year, mate. You've worked hard, and it's really showed.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to your words, and we will see. We will see next season.
Keep doing what you're doing, mate. That's all you need to do. Just keep doing what you're doing, because, as I said, it's moving you forward. So 2021, keep an eye out for this guy, Vlad Suhoruchko. I can't say it. Exactly. We need to get your nickname. We'll sort that. So, okay then, Vlad. I'll speak to you very soon, mate. And all the best when you get back out to Kuwait. And have a nice Christmas. And, speak to you very soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vlad. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And welcome back to MD Global Muscle here at the On the Rise Media Studio with me, your host, Giles Thomas. And we are joined all the way from somewhere in London, Connie Slyziut. Yay! Connie, did I get the name right?
Yeah, you did. Perfect.
Well, people might know you on Instagram as Connie Orange. Why Connie Orange? Is it because you've got scurvy?
No, actually, it's no big deal. Back in the day, in the younger days, I had a friend and her actual second name is Apple, and I'm not even joking.
Okay.
And I said, I need Instagram name. What can I be? She's like, be Connie Orange. And I'm like, you know what? Might as well.
That's the story. That's the reason you're called Connie Orange.
And it's stuck to me. It's been like 8 years now, so I was like, I just left it there.
I think it's kind of catchy because it's kind of like, oh, that's Connie Orange. That's rather than, it's nothing wrong with Slyziut, but yeah, it's like, I think Connie Orange
it's just because English people can't really pronounce my surname, so I'm like, I give up. Connie Orange it is.
Yes. So you're based in the UK, obviously. Where are you from originally?
Lithuania.
Oh, Lithuania. You're Lithuanian. Okay, yeah. Cool. Okay. So, I mean, we had your friend Andreas Mitchley from Zone Gym, because obviously there's a big, he's kept his gym open. He's made national news. And obviously I follow his social media. And a few weeks ago, before you got your pro card, you popped up and I was like, gosh, he's good. And he was really pushing lots of pictures out and he was really promoting you. And then last weekend, wasn't it? Romania.
Yeah.
It feels ages ago now. Yeah, you won your pro card. So do you want to tell us about that?
Well, yeah. So the plan was really, I wasn't sure if I was going to get it there. My original plan was actually go to Romania, the next day fly to San Marino.
Okay.
Do a peak week there, and then fly to Portugal, do a peak week there. So I was just going to keep going. I booked all the flights and everything,
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, because of the COVID and stuff like that, there were no direct flights on a Sunday to San Marino. So I said, I need to do peak week from a Sunday, no flights. I'm going to sleep at the airport Sunday night.
What?
And fly on the Monday.
Hang on. So you gave yourself 3 chances. You're going to sleep at the airport. You booked all your flights, and then you kind of. I mean, you obviously must be happy that you got your pro card on the first try. I mean, on the first show of the 3. So wow, that sounds like it worked out for the best in the end.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wasn't going to stop just there, and say it this way it is. I was just going to keep going, because my goal for this year was my goal. There was a lot of setbacks, and I was like, I am not stopping until I go. Even if I have to go Brazil or whatever, I'm just going.
Yeah. So obviously, I mean, it's pro figure, isn't it? You won your pro card in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like I said, because I messaged Andres and I said, God, Connie looks really good, mate. He says, yeah, she's awesome. She's going for a pro card. And, because I'd never heard of you, seen you before. I've never bumped into any shows. How long have you lived in the UK for then?
Oh, it's been actually quite a long time. 8 years, probably.
So you've been here 8 years and I know nothing about you. I'm ashamed, quite frankly.
You should be.
Yeah. So, no, because you're really good. And how long have you been competing for? And give us a bit of contest history.
Oh, wow. So I started when I was 18, actually. So it's been 6 years.
Okay.
And originally, I got my pro card 3 years ago, before the split happened.
Oh.
So what happened is I got a pro card on the last show before the split happened officially.
Yeah.
So I had an option to pick which one I wanted. They said there's both on the table. You can take this one or you can take this one.
Yes.
But, me, I like to try new things, obviously. Like, I'm not regretting at this point right now, but I went with the Elite Pro.
Okay.
So I've been Elite Pro for a couple of years, and I tried some of the shows, and I was like, not for me. And, yeah, so I went back to amateur, and now got my pro card in IFBB.
Because I can remember 2017, there was a British finals when it all happened. I remember James Hollinshead, Ria Gale, there was a couple of others. They were all offered. They said, look, you can go elite, or we'll still honour the pro league. And so obviously, so you went elite. That's interesting. So why did you go elite? What was it? Was your physique better suited, do you think, or why?
Well, at first, that was obviously because I didn't know anything about it, and all I thought it was that MPC is more like American based, and then elite is more like European. So I was like, I just want to try it. I was 21. I've got years on my hand, so I just wanted to try something different and see if I suit, if I can be successful there. But I've done a couple of shows and I said, because my feedback, do you want to hear what my feedback was from my first pro show?
Too ripped?
No. I'm young. I'm still young. I've got time.
No, that's what they said to you.
Yeah.
So hang on, you had the offer, you had the opportunity to have your pro league or your elite card. So could you not go back and say, well, actually, I've changed my mind. Can I get my pro league card, please?
No, because I emailed them and it was too late, because it was after the split happened and I chose the other route. And when you're elite, you're not allowed to swap.
Okay, right, okay, because you make your decision and you got to stick to it. Right, okay, so you did a few shows and then you came to, was this your first NPC Worldwide show, the Romania?
I've done Alicante 2 weeks before then.
Oh, did you? I didn't know that. Oh, so sorry. I should keep up with your Instagram a bit better. I'm sorry. So how did you do there?
I placed top 3.
A top 3. Okay, so you got third.
I mean, yeah, I did minor little mistakes on a day, but I think me and my coach fixed it.
Yeah.
You know, we live and we learn. Sometimes it happens on a day, you do little things, you mess up, but it's fine. You know, no biggie.
See, obviously, did you feel like you peaked perfectly for Romania then?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's a bigger show as well, isn't it, Romania? I mean, Alicante was a big... I suppose they're both equally as big as each other, but... So you fixed what you needed to fix, peaked perfectly, won Romanian, got your pro card, and then sacked off San Marino and Portugal.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah. So tell us a bit about yourself. What do you do for a living?
Would you believe this, but I'm actually a musician.
You're a musician?
I play the violin professionally.
Oh, wow. I didn't... Okay. There's a lot I don't know about you, Connie, which I'm learning today.
It's time to get to know me then.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I just finished my master's literally a couple months ago in music performance.
Yeah.
And I'm a music teacher, so I teach little ones to play violin right now.
Oh, wow. That's fantastic. Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's completely different, you know, but at the same time, it's like art form as well. Just like bodybuilding, music is very similar and very different at the same time, you know.
So what made you choose like pro figure competing bodybuilding? What do you like about it? Is it the artistic side, maybe?
You know, I used to see women, so figure obviously athletes, back Olympians, you know, Candice and all of them, and I used to be like, these women look incredible, like, you know, like statues, and it just looks so confident and amazing, like the figure and everything. And I just, you know, I used to be one of those gym bunnies who used to go for a run every day, like eat 0 calories and then like run 5 hours. And and then got introduced to the gym, started training legs 7 days a week for like 3 hours, you know. And I was like, God. I love this. This is amazing. There's so much discipline. And then started seeing all the figure athletes. And I'm like, this is my category. I want to look like this one day. And here we are.
So have you always trained at the now famous Zone Gym in North London?
No. But I've been training there for quite a while, probably around 2 years.
So hang on a minute. You've been there 2 years and you didn't come to our Brandon Curry Olympia All-Star Tour? I didn't see you there. Very disappointed. I'm very disappointed.
Wait. Just like you don't know anything about me, I didn't know anything about you too, okay?
Come on. So hang on. I'm pretty sure people were there to see Brandon Curry, not me. Oh, you froze a bit there.
I lost you there for a second.
Yeah, you just frozen. You just froze. Yeah. So I think people were there to see Brandon Curry, not me. In fairness, so there you go.
That's okay. Just like you didn't know who I was, I didn't know who you were too. So
yeah, it was all apples and oranges. Sorry, we can edit. No, leave it in. It's good to put bad humor in. Right. Okay. So, have you given any thought to your next step now? Or I mean, it's all going well for you in such a way that, you know, you've done 3 shows. You're going to do 3 shows. In your first one, you get your pro card. I mean, have you and your coach... Sorry, first of all, who is your coach?
By the way, I have to give a little shout out to her right here. My coach is Louise Rogers. She's one of the Olympians as well, figure athletes.
Sorry, who?
Louise Rogers.
Oh, Louise Rogers is your coach?
Yeah.
Right, okay. I think I actually saw her put a comment actually on one of Andreas's posts, so... Yeah, because I know I saw that because I hadn't seen her for a while. Because she kind of the last time I saw her, she was doing the Olympia. She was in the figure. Yeah,
we've been working for like over 2 years now together, me and her, since I turned elite pro. We've been working together.
Yeah.
And yeah, because to prep me, I'm like an alien. I'm the opposite from any other human being. Like things that doesn't work with people works with me. So she's been having to put up with that.
Well, come on, and tell me why.
I don't even know, but like certain things that like, you know, normal people would do, for example, you know, before the shows, they carb up, you know. Mm-hmm. Guess what I did for Romania?
What?
I depleted through. I went on stage with asparagus, 3 liters of water and chicken.
Yeah, because the thing is, I mean, you've got a very, very, very advanced figure physique for someone who's 24, because like, you've got really, really good muscularity, which takes... I mean, when did you start training?
When I was 16, so it's been 8 years.
8 years, yeah. If you've been training properly, I could see why, yeah. Because how tall are you as well?
I'm 5'8", so I'm quite tall for figure.
5'8", yeah. Oh, yeah, 5'8", yeah. So, yeah, I can see that, actually, yeah. Because, I mean, because your physique is... I think it's pro-ready now, to be honest, Connie.
A lot of people, they don't also realize that you need a lot of muscle for that height. And when I tell them how much I weigh on stage, they're like, what?
What do you weigh?
Because my stage weight was 166 pounds.
That's quite a lot.
I know.
That's quite a chunky figure, girl. Actually, wow, 5'8", 166 pounds.
It's not. You know, the funny thing is, I used to come in at 150, 145, I think, or 150 before.
Yeah.
But what happens is when you're tall, we need to match the frame, you know, for the shorter figure girls. So if we look lanky, if there's not enough muscle density, we'll just look lanky and stringy. That's what happens.
Yeah. Wow.
So it's actually, it doesn't look like, you know, when you see my pictures, it doesn't look like I weigh that much, but it's actually, because everything's in proportion in a way. So
I think you've got quite dense muscle by the sounds of it. That's been obviously built over 8 years.
I do train hard, you know.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, I love Zone Gym. I mean, Brandon loves Zone Gym because when we took Brandon there in February, he says, I remember this place. He said, I came here 10 years ago. And and that was the one that when we left, he says, that was one he was really, really kind of saying, you know, a lot of good things about, because I mean, I wish I bought my training stuff actually that day, because it was such a good day, 'cause such a hardcore gym. It's like it's almost like an underground, I can't explain it, Zone Gym. It's such a cool place.
It's like the vibes that you get, you know, you enter the gym, it's just like, it feels like home, you know?
Yeah, I was in my suit and I wanted to just go and do some reps, you know, on the chest and stuff. So I just,
He did one rep and he was like, oh wait, that's not my life. I'm not about that life.
Yeah. So no, it was a really good atmosphere, and it was good hardcore atmosphere as well. So, you know, it's not a fitnessy kind of commercial type place, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yep, perfect for you. So what, have you and Louise spoke about what's next?
Yeah. So ideally what we want to do is we want to kind of recover my health a little bit, because this prep, just like I said, it's been like a roller coaster for me with everything that's going on, and it happened, the COVID and everything, and personal problems. So I think now we're going to take a couple months off to just like, you know, get me back to where like a normality. But I'm still training and everything, you know, dieting, because that's part of my life, you know, broccoli's life.
Broccoli's life. Yeah.
But so we were thinking about starting prep for my pro debut early next year, 2021, because I didn't want to do Romania, because yes, I might have been competitive like Romania Pro Show, but I don't want to just go in there, you know, just for the numbers.
Okay.
I want to step on that stage and make a statement, you know, bring some waves. Actually, that's my plan.
Hang on. So you turned pro. You didn't do the pro show, because I mean, normally most athletes, they just say, well, if I'm going to do the show in a few hours or tomorrow and I've got my pro card, I may as well do it. So you chose not to do it.
Yeah, I chose not to do it.
Wow. Okay.
No, because, don't get me wrong, not because I went and had like a cake after my show. No, I just had I didn't binge out anything like that. My vision is a little bit different. You know, I want to make a statement for my pro debut.
Yeah.
So I want to really, you know, not just go there and be like, oh, you know, we're like qualifying. No, I actually want to go with a statement and be like, so they can't deny me on stage, you know, when they see me like, okay, this is it.
And like, I hate to say it, but you are still so young as well. So you do have plenty of time.
Don't say that. Please don't.
Sorry, because that's what they told her in the elite side, and she didn't like it.
Come on, Shanique Grant, how old is she? She's my age.
She's like 20. Yeah, she is. She's about 23, 24. So
she's a couple months older than me. She's 24, and she's Miss Olympia. So
that's
age is just a number, you know.
That's what I keep telling people all the time. So wow. Okay. So in terms of figure, who's your favorite figure girl of all time?
You know what? Funny enough, actually, I love Louise Rogers, my coach shape.
Yep.
And I really look up to her physique and everything. Like, I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, because Louise is quite tall, and I suppose you've kind of got similar structures, haven't you?
That's exactly. So that's why we work so well, because she knows exactly what to do with me, because she's been there, done that.
Yeah. So what's next for Louise? Because I mean, the last time I saw her, she was on stage at the 2018 Olympia, wasn't it? Yeah, she was in. She came in really big. That was the biggest I've ever seen her. Because I remember when she turned pro in 2010 in Italy. It was, I think, 2010. I think it was 10. I was right. Was it 2000? Yeah, 2010. She won the World Championships. And then she's had great pro places, and she did well at the Body Power that one year. She's done the Olympia at least once, maybe, isn't it? I think maybe once. I think maybe she's done it twice. But she's always done well. So is she going to compete again, or?
I'm not too sure, you know. She never actually mentioned anything about competing. But I feel like she might be itching to come back on stage, because she looks incredible, you know. It's just, she just never discussed it with me, so I'm not too sure. Yeah.
So what, in terms of the Olympia, who do you think is going to win the Olympia this year? Do you think Sydney Gillen can be beaten?
Ooh, that's a tricky one, because there are like in a lineup, there are a few figures that are like incredible. And the new figures as well, like the new ones who qualified for Olympia, they also, like, I mean, my friend Ria, she looks incredible.
Yes, yeah. She was 13th last year at the Olympia. She was 8th place at the Arnold. She's won Alicante. A lot of people think she could be top 6 at the Olympia this year. Do you think that's realistic?
Oh, no, I think that's more than realistic. I have her into my top 6 because her shape, the improvements, because I see her, like I've seen her, face to face because we're friends. So before she left, and she looks incredible. Yeah. Everything, proportion, size, everything is just, to the T is really, really good. Another friend of mine, Samantha, who placed second in Alicante.
Is that Gering?
So Swedish girl.
Yeah.
So her proportions, she just came there and blew the stage. If Ria wasn't there, she would have got it.
Yeah.
She looks incredible. Her shape and proportions as well, and it just looks, everything looks symmetrical. And I also have her in my high top, top 6, top 10. But she looks amazing.
Yeah. So have you ever trained with Ria?
Yeah, we used to actually have like sessions probably once a month. Yeah.
Really? Because we've featured her on Global Muscle a few times. I've obviously checked her on Instagram, and she's a seriously hard trainer, isn't she?
Yeah. I mean, there are a few YouTube videos that we did together as well.
Oh wow.
We were training because I don't know if you knew this, but we used to compete together back in UK BFF times, like
2017.
when we were amateurs. Yeah.
Do you know what? I probably have seen you on stage. I think if I look, because I was at the 2017 British Finals. Were you in that one?
Was it when the junior body fitness happened?
I don't know.
I think so. So yeah, so 2000. It was in 2017.
Yeah.
They put a junior as well figure.
Okay.
So that's when me and Ria competed, and actually I won that show and she placed second.
Oh wow! So you were 21 then? Jeez, can't believe she's 24.
Yeah.
24. We also in this episode we've got the 24-year-old Vlad Suhoruchko. The guy who just got second in Romania, the guy with the black slick back hair.
Yeah.
It's like there's so many good athletes coming through, like yourself and Vlad and all these 20-somethings. I mean, it's really encouraging for the next generation, especially with everything that's gone on this year, with all the stress of COVID and everything else. So has it affected you this year in any way? Obviously it hasn't impeded your training.
What, COVID?
Yeah, COVID. Obviously, well, you can't train now, can you? Because the zone gym's shut.
Actually, lucky enough, I know people in this industry, so they helped me out. Like the first lockdown, I was able to train.
Right, okay.
Obviously, we're not going to mention any names, nothing,
Yeah.
Luckily, I have people who have my back and they understand how important, training is for me.
Yeah.
So when the COVID happened, there was a lockdown because I started my prep all the way in May.
Yeah.
So we were all on the lockdown, but, I was able to train and diet and everything. Yeah.
Wow. So how do you think this is all going to... what's your feelings on this situation with the zone gym, with with Andreas trying to stay open and, the police, and what's that been like as a member? What's your feelings on that situation?
I personally think what Andreas has been doing obviously not just Andreas, but we have Nathan as well, he did the same thing. Yeah. That's what every gym owner should be doing, but too many are, number one, too afraid. And, they don't want to do what Andreas did. But I think what he's doing actually makes sense, to keep the gyms open because we need them, Yeah, but what he did, that's why straight away what I did is I created GoFundMe page immediately, I'm promoting, I'm posting, I'm using my, social media because I've got high social media following. So I used it, to try and help him in any way I can. And that's not for me to kind of promote myself or look, I'm doing this. I actually genuinely care about Zone Gym. So that's why I started in a GoFundMe page, tried to do as much as I can, help them out while, when the police was happening there and everything.
I think maybe the £70,000 fine is gonna scare a lot of gym owners from either reopening or wanting to stay open. Do you think he's going to be able to get off that fine? Or that's a lot of money. Do you think? He said he's going to fight it all the way in the courts. Do you think he'll get away with it, or not get away with it, but get it squashed? Or
I'm not too sure because I don't know what happened in court. I was dealing with my own struggles here, so I couldn't actually,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I really hope they it can go away because I hope that Parliament and higher ups actually realize what they did. I just really hope that he can waive it off, because it's just nonsense.
I know. I mean, especially with all businesses in the UK and all around the world are struggling now to hit them with a fine when he's trying to kind of do the right thing for himself and the members and trying to send a message that gyms are essential businesses. There is a wider argument about overall health and, the gyms are safe. I think I just hope that I hope it doesn't backfire on him. I hope it helps him and it doesn't end up impeding him too much, because I think it'd be a really sad end to kind of like a bit of a sad year really for him and everyone, for that to happen. Yeah.
Well, to be honest, if not my pro card or anything like that, I really wish I got tested positive for COVID and then I would have fought it and then contacted newspapers saying, can we make article, Jim saved my life. Jim cured me from COVID,
Well, you could always lie, maybe, I don't know. Right. Okay, Connie. Well, this has been fantastic. I'm glad we finally got this done. And I think you've definitely one to keep an eye on. 24, and you've already got your pro card, and you look so good already. I mean, I think you'd have surprised yourself if you'd have done that pro show last week.
Just like I said, I'm not there for second or third place. I'm there to make some waves and stand out and be like, this is it. She's going to Olympia. So
yeah, that's a bit of a I believe you. Yeah, I believe you. Yeah, no, that's great. Right, okay.
That's why I will wait. That's why I will wait as long as it takes for me to get that package, and then, yeah.
Yeah. Okay then. Well, I'm really excited for your future. I think you're going to do really well, and it's good that you're in another 24-year-old with Vlad in the same episode. So I think you're definitely these up and comers, the next generation of super pros, and you'll be following Ria to the Olympia, I'm sure, very very soon. And I just wish you all the best.
Can I ask you something?
No.
Do you feel old now, surrounded by 24-year-olds?
Well, how do you know old I am?
Okay, that's true.
Louise has told her. Yeah, he's old as shit. Right, okay. Right, okay, well, I'll speak to you very soon, and all the best, and hope you, good luck with all your competing and everything in the future and your violining.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, our pleasure. Okay, thank you, Connie.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. 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 And welcome back to MD Global Muscle here at the On the Rise Media Studio with me, your host, Giles Thomas. And we are joined all the way from Ukraine, Oleh Kryvyi and his training partner, Max. Yay! How you doing, Oleh? How you doing, mate?
Hi, Mr. Giles.
It's okay. Yeah, so this is your training partner, Max, and your friend, and he's going to help fill in the gaps of any, because I assume he's got better English than you, but your English sounds good, Oleh.
Yes, because my English is not perfect now. So my friend helped me to speak with you.
Cool. Okay, well, I'll be honest, mate. When I saw those pictures from Alicante, you looked absolutely phenomenal. I saw you on the live stream, and I know Angel Calderon, he's just a huge guy. But you really, really impressed me at the Alicante show. So tell us a little bit about yourself, your contest history when you turned pro.
I won the pro card last year in the Muscle contest Ireland.
Oh, in Ireland?
Yes, and after 2 weeks, I won the Muscle contest Brazil and took my qualification for the Olympia 2019. So my history is very short in this sport.
I assume because you're so good, you've been around a little bit longer, but I suppose, probably last year I saw pictures on Instagram and I saw your nice shape, your small waist, your good taper. And I remember being impressed then, but you've become so good. So what you did the Olympia last year? What did you weigh on stage at the Olympia?
Який був шлях до Олімпії? Як готувався? Цього року.
Цього року?
Ні, минулий раз, як ти їздив.
Минулого року,
Kilos or pounds? Kilos or pounds? I can work it out.
Минулого року моя підготовка була досить такою, можна сказати, важкою, тому що я...
Last year, his preparing for competition was very hard.
Тому що в мене не було ні тренера.
Because he has no coach, personal trainer, and so on, and he decided to go by himself to this road, and it was very hard. Yeah.
Все своє життя я тренувався.
All his life, he was competing without the coach. And,
no coach.
No coach. Yeah.
Wow.
By himself. Yeah.
So the thing is, though, I mean, Oleh's condition is so good. Does he really need one?
Can you repeat, please?
Sorry, his conditioning is so good. He looks so well pre-peaked for shows. Do you think he needs a coach?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. I think now he understands the huge role of his trainer. He has a trainer right now.
Yeah.
And he's very satisfied by his, his knowledge about this sport, and so. He gets a lot of information, and for sure he became better condition.
Yeah. So what about? Let's just try and get some stats. What height and what weight was? Obviously, what weight was he at Alicante, and how tall is Oleh?
164 the weight,
and 95.5.
95.5 kilograms was in Alicante.
So what's that? 210 maybe? 210?
Yeah. 210.
So yeah, a little bit there, but
1 kilogram I have.
Yeah. So what did you think about going up against Angel Calderon? Was that did you think it was a good fight on stage?
We have the same coach with Angel.
Oh, okay. You got the same coach?
Yeah. And before Alicante, we training 3 weeks together in Valencia.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So Angel is my good friend, and I am very happy that he won in Alicante.
Yeah. Well, he's got 4 wins now. Romania last year, this year, 4 wins. But I mean, I was so impressed with you on the live stream. I said, you know what? Angel is wider. But your conditioning, your small waist, your separation. I was like, I wouldn't have argued if you'd had one.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Giles.
It's just because I was so impressed. I mean, it just you look fantastic. So what's next for you then, Oleh? What is next?
Olympia.
The road to Olympia. The road to Olympia this year. So he gonna compete this year. And he has some open questions on his head. On his mind, so he needs to pose this question,
Yeah.
What he means.
So you're going to your second Olympia then?
Yeah, the last Olympia made him to put some questions for himself,
Okay.
So now he wants to close these questions this year.
Yeah.
Я не хотів виступати ні на Румунії, ні в Англії.
That's why he didn't want to compete in Romania and England.
Yeah.
Because now he's concentrating on Olympia. So
I mean, if you could even duplicate what you brought in Alicante to the Olympia, I think because your conditioning was so good in Alicante, if you can bring it again to the Olympia, I think you're going to do well. I think you can do very well.
Я думаю, що на Олімпії я буду в кращих кондиціях, тому що ми з тренером більше розуміємо вже моє тіло.
You think that he can be more, his condition will be better in...
Come on! Really?
Because now they understand Oleg and his coach, they understand his body better, because they had an opportunity to train and to watch him 3 weeks in Alicante.
Yeah.
So now the result will be better.
Yeah. Oh no, that's amazing. That's amazing. So have you got any training videos of you and Angel? Because I mean, I'd love to see that. Some good training videos of you two. Oh wow, check these guys out. Seriously, if you want to know what real conditioning is and real sort of raw muscularity, I think these two training together is going to be very, very good watching. So yeah. So what about after the Olympia? Have you given any thoughts to next year?
I think I think if all will be good, yes, I will compete in Ireland.
Oh, in Ireland? Oh, the muscle contest.
Yeah. Yes. Because the promoter of Muscle Contest Ireland is a very good man. Yeah. And we talk with him a lot about this competition. And I like this country. I like these people. So I want to compete in Ireland. Yeah.
No, it's the promoters? Is it Gwyndy?
Yes. Tarek and Windy.
Tarek and Tamer. Yeah, they do fantastic show promoters.
When I won my qualification for Olympia in Brazil, every time he said the overall champion of Muscle Contest Ireland.
Oh, wow. Fantastic. So you're in the Ukraine. In this episode, we have Vlad Suhoruchko.
Yes.
Are you in different parts of Ukraine?
Yes, we are in different part of Ukraine, but we speak with him a lot of time.
Okay.
Yes. I can say that we are friends.
Okay.
He is very young and a very potential boy, believe me. I think he will be the real damage in the Pro League in the next competition.
24 years old. 24.
Yes.
Yeah. So aside from yourself and Vlad, I mean, Ukrainian bodybuilding, I can't think of many other good Ukrainian bodybuilders. Can you tell us any?
Чи можете ще сказати когось з українських атлетів?
Kirill Khudayev, it's classic physique.
Oh, okay.
Yes, last Olympia he also was in Olympia.
Yeah.
But this year he don't take the qualification for Olympia.
Right. Okay.
Yes, because a lot of problem with Corona.
Yeah.
Yes, and. Він мав багато проблем з підготовкою.
There's a lot of problems with preparing to competition, so that's why he lost his chance to get the qualification.
Right, okay. So what are you doing regards to how are you going to fly to America for the Olympia?
Немає проблем з вилітом через Туреччину.
We don't have really problems to get to USA, but we have to fly from Ukraine to Turkey, then from Turkey to United States, wherever you want, which city, which state you choose, you can fly, no problem.
And now it's in Florida, it's not as far to fly to Las Vegas, not as far.
Для мене це краще, тому що в мене родичі живуть в Флориді.
Oleg has relatives in Florida, so he'll get an supporting people in US. So.
Oh wow! So when it was moved to Florida, I bet he was very happy.
Yes.
Yeah. So I be honest. I think this 212 Olympia is going to be the best ever.
Yes.
I think you Kamal, Derek Lunsford, Sean Clarida, Angel Calderon, John Jewett. I mean, it's yourself. It's going to be. I think it's going to be a very, very, very tough Olympia this year, Oleh.
Yes. I think this Olympia will be better than before.
Yep.
In 212. I think yes. But шкода, що Кіо відмовився.
But I'm very sorry of Keon's refusal to take part in the competition.
Oh right, so Keon Pearson, you wanted him in the show.
Yeah. Тому що для мене
Because
важливіше не яке
for
місце я займу,
Oleg,
а яке виглядає з іншими.
the best way not to win, just competing and how he's looking on stage with other competitors, you know. So with the best guys of this contest, you know.
Yeah. So are you excited when you see the
guys? It's really bad, you know.
Yeah. Okay. So are you excited when you saw all the pictures of like Kamal and Derek Lunsford and Sean Clarida? Does it get you fired up, you know, for the Olympia this year?
Can you repeat?
I'm saying, does he get kind of fired up when you see, because obviously the Derek Lunsford, Sean Clarida, Kamal, they're putting out pictures and, you know, they're looking unbelievable. I'm saying, is that motivating for him?
Yeah.
Фото в інтернеті не означає нічого для мене, тому що людина вживу може.
As for me, the pictures on internet and so on, it's not 100% the same on the stage, you know. So we're gonna see what the condition will be on the stage.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm absolutely blown away by your conditioning. It's I think it's just what I saw. I think you were in better condition than Angel, but Angel at Alicante was bigger. I'll be interested to see if you can get better for the Olympia, whether you can turn the result around on Angel.
Як ти думаєш, як ти будеш виглядати з цим, що в Аліканте? Да.
Скажи, тоді судді вирішать, хто краще.
So this time the judges will make the decision who is the better, you know?
Yeah.
This way.
Oh, phone's dropped there, mate. There you go. Yep, cool. Yeah, okay. Well, I want to give a bit of a publicity because the run-up to the Olympia is just 4 weeks away. And I really want to see, because it's important that the European guys like yourself just get that extra publicity because it's so important because you are so good. I was so impressed with that. I keep saying, I was so impressed with in Alicante. I thought you looked absolutely tremendous. And you've only been pro, you know, since last year. It's very encouraging. And I think you're going to surprise people at the Olympia this year.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Giles. I hope all will be good and I can show all what I can. You know, I want to show the people that last Olympia, it was
some fault for him, you know,
because last Olympia I took 13th place only, and I know that I can more. I know this.
I'll say it now. You're gonna do better than that this year. A lot better. I'm telling you that now, because if you can bring the same that you brought in Alicante to the Olympia, you're going to be a lot higher than 13th this year. Trust me on this.
As we talked before, that we have a very short road, you know, to last Olympia. It's only 1 year, so that's why you do everything fast. No coach, no supporting, and now. We get a lot of support. We get more muscles, so we will be much more better on the stage this year. And it became easier for Oleg to, on his mind, you know, to get to the stage and to show all what he can show, you know, with his body.
Yeah, no, I think you're going to do really well this year, mate. I think you will. Your physique is improving so fast, and I think you're going to be a threat. I think you're going to surprise a lot of people in I nearly said Las Vegas. Then in Florida this year. I think you're going to surprise a lot of people, Oleg.
Thank you, Mr. Giles. Okay. I hope I can show all what I can. Really, I very hope. I want to stand in one line with the best athletes. For me. It's very, you know, it's very important. I want to see how I look with these people, how I look. You know.
I think honestly think you're going to kick some ass, mate. I really do. You're going to kick some ass. He's going to kick some ass at Olympia. Definitely, 100%. Mark my words. It's on camera. Okay, then, Oleg and Max, I really appreciate you coming on. And like I said, I want to give some publicity to get you get some in the run up to the Olympia. And we'll see you next time we see you, we'll be seeing you walk on stage at the Olympia in Florida. Now I forgot the name of the venue because it's all changed very, very fast. But all the best with your prep. Hope the travel goes well. And I'll see you in Florida in 4 weeks.
Thank you, Mr. Julius.
Okay, thank you so much, guys.
Have a good day.
Thank you, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. And welcome back to MD Global Muscle here at the On the Rise Media Studio with me, your host, Giles Thomas. And we are joined all the way from Russia, Egyptian monster Mohammed Elemam. Yay! Mohammed, how are you doing, mate? Thank you for joining us.
I'm fine, thank you, man. Fine. Nice to meet you. Nice to be with you. It's a pleasure for me to be with you.
Well, you've certainly got people talking after Romania. Now, you're Egyptian, but you live in Russia, correct?
Yes. I am Egyptian, but I live in Russia from 11 years ago.
Okay. So you saying before your wife is Russian?
Yeah, my wife's Russian. That's the reason why I left Egypt.
Right. Okay. So how did you meet? Did you meet her in Egypt or?
Yeah. Actually, I met her in Egypt. Okay. I was working tourism in Hurghada city as a massagist.
Okay.
I made massage. I met her in Hurghada. Then we start love story. About 2 years. Then I fly to Russia.
Okay. Do you like Russia?
I live in St. Petersburg. Mm-hmm. That's one of from the most beautiful cities in the world.
Oh, really? I've never been to Russia.
Yeah, it's so beautiful. You can look in the internet. Mm-hmm. St. Petersburg. Yeah, it's a very beautiful city, and I was lucky that my wife from this city.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because it's more cultured people. You know.
Do you do you go back? Do you go back to Egypt very often?
Yeah. I think I go to Egypt every year or every 1.5 years. I go for 2 weeks, something like this.
Yeah, see your family and your friends and.
Yes, I see family and my friends, my brothers.
Oh,
I have 2 brothers and the mama.
Oh, right, okay.
In Egypt, yes.
Yeah. So, how you're prepped by Ahmed Askar?
Ahmed Askar, yes.
From Oxygen Gym. How did that happen?
That's happened 2019.
Yep.
When I decide to become pro.
Yeah.
I choose the competition. That was Kuwait Classic.
Yep.
In Mayo, 1st of May 2019.
Yeah.
Before I fly, I contact Ahmed Askar. We have a friend between us. He is in 212. His name Ahmed Wardani. He's Egyptian.
Oh, Ahmed Wardani.
Ahmed Wardani, yes.
Yeah, fantastic.
He was compete with me in Egypt 2003 and 2004.
Wow, 16 years ago, 17 years ago.
Yeah. We was in this time under 21.
Wow.
Yes, under 21 years.
Wow. So you're a junior back in 2003, 2004. You and Ahmed Wardani.
Yeah. In this time, me and Ahmed Wardani, 2004, we win national Egyptian competition.
Wow, back in those days. So you've been competing a long time then?
Yeah. No, but I stopped from 2004 until 2015.
Okay.
Ahmed Wardani doesn't stop. Yeah. He, after this, he became better, and he won 5 competition of world.
Yeah, the world championships.
He's champion world 5 times. Then 2015 in Russia, I decided to come back.
So
for bodybuilding.
Why did you? Because you had what 10, 11 years off, no competing.
Yeah,
why did you come back?
Years off. Yes, then I come back 2015. 2017 I start to win all the competition. 2019 I decide to go for pro because I see that I won everything in Matador. You know.
Yeah.
In 2017 I won two international competition. 2018 I won 2 international competition. One of them it was in El Fujairah, Arab Emirat. It was high level, really high level competition. Yeah, there's too much Arab, too much Egyptian, too much from Iran guys. All of them they was very good, but I won all over.
Oh wow!
And I won Kart Pro Elite, but I decided that not take it.
Okay.
Then 2019, I decided to go to Kuwait Classic. I called my friend. He talked to Ahmed Askar about me. Then I called Ahmed Askar, and he said, of course, yes, I want you on my team. It will be good. I'm ready to work with you. Then I fly to Kuwait Classic. 4 days, I think, or 5 days before competition. I meet him in a gym. He saw me, and he start to call all guys from gym. look for his leg.
Yeah, come on, look at this guy's legs.
Deep muscles, condition.
Yeah.
And start asking me how you make this condition. And I start to work with him. Then I compete in oxygen gym. I won a heavyweight, and I got pro card. And from this time, I work with Ahmed Askar.
So you're in you're in Russia, and he's in. How does he prep you? And do you go to Kuwait to train for any amount of time?
Oh, I was in Kuwait only 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yes. But I'm always by phone, by WhatsApp. He told me everything, what I have to eat, what I have to train, everything. I always send for him a video, and he writes for me all the programs every week. Every week I send for him a video, posing, and I write for him what I eat, and he write for me the next. Sometimes he make a carbs up, sometimes we still the same level, sometimes, always it depends about how he looks. So he change for you these things.
Now I've heard from Nathan Diasha and Vlad Suhoruchko that he's a very, very good trainer. Have you ever been trained by him in person?
Yeah, I was in Kuwait 2 weeks.
Okay, what was that like?
I was with him. Why Diasha and Vlad say that? Because Ahmed Askar, it's not only trainer, it's like a brother for you,
Yeah.
He and he always answer you immediately.
Oh, that's good.
When you send for him SMS, he answer you after 5-10 minutes.
Brilliant.
Because I listen for other guys that sometimes his coach answer after 1 day or 2 days or something like this.
Yeah.
No, Ahmed Askar, anytime you send for him, he answer you in 5 minutes or 10 minutes maximum. Before a competition, he with you all the day. All day. Really. I send for him photo after 3 hours, every 3 hours.
Every 3 hours you send him photos?
Every 3 hours, he call me, send photo, he ask, how you do, how's your health, how you feel, did you eat what I said or not?
That's brilliant.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah, and he always it changed the food. So I call him and he said me, send photo. I send photo. Now you have to eat, for example, meat, steak, and I don't buy it, so I have to go to supermarket and I buy it and come back. This competition, when I fly to Romania, I said for him, Ahmad, I'm sorry. Tell me now, everything, we will need it. And everything, we will not need it. Everything. Yeah. I will buy everything early.
Yeah.
Because this time I was in an apartment, not in a hotel.
Okay.
So I have a refrigerator, big, and I have a kitchen. I have everything. I told him, please, write me everything. Because sometimes you write me steak and don't have steak and I have to go. And sometimes there is no steak in the supermarket. In Romania, after I think 10 o'clock, I think so, it was not allowed to go in the street.
Yeah.
Because of this, I told them, write me early, anything you think that we will need it.
Right, so you couldn't, so you have to, it was a curfew. Was there a curfew? Yeah. Right, okay, for the COVID. For the curfew, and so you couldn't go out and get the food you needed because, so you are said, give it to me early so I can get everything I need.
And I got everything early.
Good.
Really, I have steak, I had chicken, I had rice, I had Nutella, I had
Nutella.
Rice cakes. I buy everything.
So I mean, you're obviously very happy with how it's going. You're obviously in Russia. He's in Kuwait. He's operating by SMS and text and everything. So it's working great. So do you ever do you ever feel like having a 4-week or 6-week in Kuwait to be with him? Do you think that would be even better, or you happy where you are?
We talk. I had to go to Kuwait and stay about 1 month or more than 1 month.
Okay.
Because really, when you stay 1 month in Kuwait, you can be more better. You can change about 80% or 100%. Because I have a child. I have a family here in Russia.
Yeah.
So too much responsibility. Besides my work, I work as assistant director for gym.
Okay.
And gym, it's big. It's not only gym. We have too much child.
Yeah.
We have karate, taekwondo, wrestling for child. Too much things, and I control all this.
Right. Okay. So it's difficult for you to be away. It's difficult.
So yes. So I have a hard job, and I have to go to Kuwait, stay 1 month or 2 months as I can.
Yeah.
Because in Kuwait, we firstly weather's good. Sunshine. Meat, it's fresh.
Right. Better quality foods.
Meat, chicken, it's fresh. In Russian, we don't have this actually.
Oh, really?
Yes, there is yes, but quality it's not good.
Okay.
When I compete in Kuwait, when I was competing in Arab Emirat, in 3-4 days I change. I feel so much better, and I feel that my condition, my muscles more have too much oxygen. I don't know, something changed.
You just feel you felt so much better because of the better quality foods.
It's a quality food and weather.
The weather, right? Okay.
At the same time, yeah. The third thing, beside weather, quality food, that no responsibility. You training good 2 times in a day, maybe 3 times. You sleep, you eat good.
Yeah.
You just do your job.
Yeah, eat, sleep, train, good quality foods, nice sunshine, recovery, no stress, no responsibilities, and you just get on and do what you need to do every single day.
Yeah, that's why Vlad was there.
Yeah.
In 1 month, blues 13 kg.
13 kilos, yeah.
In 1 month.
He told us in this, it's actually in this episode, Vlad, he told us 13 kilos in 1 month just by being out there.
I think I will be in the same situation, in the same progress. I think I can do it. Maybe I can 15.
Wow. Mohammed, for the sake of the viewers, what's your height and weight on stage?
105, I think so.
105 kilos?
Yeah, but I look...
You look bigger.
Yeah.
You look... No, how tall are you then? How tall?
174.
How tall's that in feet? 5'9", 5'10"?
174.
What?
1 meter 74.
So can you check the phone? Yeah, we're going to check on our phone because I need to know how tall you are, because you look quite tall because you've got a big frame.
Yeah.
So 105 kilo. You must... I don't understand how you look so big and you're only 105 kilos.
I think because I have,
Sorry?
a stone.
5'7". Okay, right. Okay, but you look taller. You look much taller. You look like a big. But oh wow. Okay, 105 kilo. So if you get to 120 kilo and 5'7", that's like the other Egyptian guy, Big Ramy. That's kind of that sort of size, isn't it?
Big Ramy is. Oh my God. He's my friend.
Okay.
We talking by Instagram always.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a very nice guy.
So really, there's you, Ramy, Ahmed Wadani. Who else is there from Egypt that's really, really good?
Yeah.
That's 3.
Me and Ramy, Wardani.
Yeah.
Hassan Mustafa.
Hassan Mustafa. Oh my God. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Egypt. Hassan Mustafa. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Wow. What is it with these Egyptian bodybuilders? Why are they so good?
Yeah. Mohammed Shaban also. He live now in California.
Yeah.
Yes,
in
California.
So that's 5.
So we are coming, man. We are coming.
The Egyptian guys are coming.
Next year in Olympia, we are coming. The Egyptian power.
Yeah. Egyptian power. Yeah. Oh wow, fantastic. So okay, let's talk about your contests. I mean, because I saw the pictures in Chicago, and I went, who's this guy? Who the hell's this guy? I said, he is fantastic. Because I was looking at all the photographs, and then you took, was it 11th place in Chicago? I was very disappointed by that. I thought you should have been better.
Actually, in the morning, I was in the top 5.
Really?
Yeah.
You look good. They look really good.
Look, firstly, they called 6 person.
Yeah.
Okay. Then 3 person go.
Yeah.
Then they call me and Mohammed Shaban and the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Then they put me and Mohammed Shaban in the center.
Yeah.
In the center. That doesn't mean that's me and Mohammed Shaban 4, 5, or 5 and 6.
Yeah.
Something like this. Then everything start changing, and they start to call us again, and they call other people again, and they call. So I thought I'm in the top 10. Yeah. I'm already in the top 10, you know. In the evening, I am not in the top 10. I don't understand this.
I was because your condition was very good. Yeah, but then again, your condition for Romania was much better. Again, it was a lot sharper, and you took 4th place in Romania. So, how do you feel about Romania? How do you feel that went?
I'm satisfied, man. You know, I'm satisfied because for me now, it's very important to be in the top in every competition.
Yeah.
Because when I was in Chicago. The judges, Steve, and beside him was, I think, this guy, his grandfather.
Who, sorry?
He is president of federation.
Okay. Tyler?
His grandfather. Huh?
Oh, Jim Mannion or Tyler Mannion?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was talking about me all the competition. He was talking about my condition, about my legs, about my deep muscles.
Yeah.
I don't know what they talking, but I see that they always look to me and talk only about me. You know, that was good. That was good that they saw me, that they talk about me. But in the evening, I see that I am not in the top 10. I don't understand, but I actually I never go to judges and I ask why I am 11 or why I'm 10. I'll finish. So I think that I need to work more. I think that I need to be more bigger. And that's what I done in Romania. In Romania, I think I become more bigger in Chicago with the same condition.
I mean, you and Vlad were so improved. I mean, he did Alicante, he took 11th or 13th. You took 11th in, and then you both just completely transformed yourself. And 2nd and 4th. I mean, in Romania, and that was a tough show.
That's good. I'm satisfied. Vlad, I think also is satisfied.
Yes.
And we try to do all the best. Not only me. I know that every bodybuilder, he come to competition and he want to win. Yeah. Every guy, he put 100% or more than 100%.
Of course.
Every person, he try to do the best to win, because of this. In Bro, it's not easy to win a competition. But I'm always try to work about myself. Always try to be more bigger and keep my condition.
Yeah, because to be honest, I like to see. It's great. We see lots of big guys who compete and amateurs and pros, but when they're big and they're conditioned like yourself, that's very impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive, very impressive. So what's the, have you spoke to Ahmad about your next steps now? What about what you want to do for next year? What's the plan?
Now I have relaxed.
Okay.
Little bit. I take about, I don't know, I will talk tomorrow with Ahmed Askar about, because now it's Mr. Olympia. There is no any competition.
Of course.
After Mr. Olympia, I don't know. I didn't see the or is it ready now or not? In situation also COVID.
Yeah, it's happening. So also, Mohammed, I mentioned you in last episode in the shoutouts. Where are you on points now for next year? How many points did you get by 4th in Romania?
I'm sorry, I don't.
So how many points did you get for 4th place in Romania?
I don't know. I really don't know.
You should be getting a few there. That's a few. I think you should get a few. I'm not sure. I'll have to go and check afterwards, but I'm sure you should get a good few points there for the Olympia next year. It'll stand you in good stead.
Yeah. Yes, I will talk with Ahmed Askar, and I will see is it the calendar of competition ready for next year or not. I don't know. I don't see it until now. Mm-hmm. I will talk with IFBB Pro Liga to send for me the dates of all competition next year, and we will see when and where we will compete. Because I have American visa for 2 years more.
Okay.
I have European visa until July next year.
Okay.
That I'm lucky. I'm lucky.
Yeah.
It's very good because now they doesn't give anybody visa. When I fly to Romania, they wasn't want me go inside.
Really?
Yeah. They stopped me and too much questions and told me that I need to, that's not visa, you need the sport visa.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was, I don't understand. Yeah. I was here last year. In the same competition with the same visa. No, they told me that now it's other situation, it's very hard. I told them it's hard for me as for you, for me also, because all consuls or embassy it's closed. I can't make a new visa.
Yes.
And why I make a new visa and I have a visa?
Yeah.
But after about 30 minutes talking and take all the papers and they write too much information. They let me.
Oh, they let you through. Obviously they let you through because you managed to compete.
Yeah.
Oh, that was stressful.
Yeah, because of this, it's so good that I have a visa until next July, and I have an American visa 2 years.
Yeah.
Until 2000, until October 2003, I think so.
That's good. So if you maybe the New York Pro next year, or maybe. Chicago again. Maybe get your revenge on the Chicago.
I want to go. I really have a dream to compete in Arnold Classic.
Oof. That'd be good. That'd be good.
I know, but I have to do it. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, have a word with Ahmad and see if the Oxygen crew can maybe ask whoever needs to be asked to the committee to try and get you an invite to the Arnold. I mean, I think you'd be very well received at the Arnold Classic in Columbus.
Yes, if I can go to Kuwait, because Kuwait now it doesn't give visa. I talked to Ahmed Askar.
Oh, really?
But it's come COVID 3 months or 4 months, all stayed at home, all world. No, anybody can travel.
Yeah.
Then we this situation finished and we start fly with too much difficult things, but we was lucky to compete in Chicago and in Romania.
Yeah.
Now I want to fly to Kuwait, stay about 1 month or 1.5 months before next competition.
Yeah.
Because that will be very important to be more bigger and I work about minus that I have,
Yeah.
I know that I have some things that I have to work about it.
Yeah.
Hamstring, I have to work about hamstring.
Okay.
I have to work about my stomach.
It's not your legs. Not your legs.
My arm is more bigger.
Yeah.
I know. And that's need to go to Kuwait 1 month without responsibility, without stress, just do what I love, just do my job.
Yeah.
To be better. And I think I can compete in Arnold Classic if I go to Kuwait for 1 month, and I think I can get a good place.
Yeah. No, I think you're on your way, mate. I think I really am. I think your physique is, like I said, it's big, it's conditioned. I think, like you said, I think a little bit more arms, a little more hamstrings for next year. I think you'd be competitive in any pro show. Any pro show you go into, you're going to be very, very competitive.
I hope so. And I hope that situation with COVID it's finished.
Yeah.
And we can come back for a normal life.
Yes.
And everything come back for his job and everything.
Yeah. Well, I think you did a fantastic. I think obviously the last contest, Romania, that was for me, that's the best I've ever seen you personally. That was the best I think you could have brought. I think you looked as good as you could. I mean, your condition was perfect. You got a good placing, or good call outs. I mean, that whole top four was very, very, very close in Romania.
Yeah. I need also that you look for a photo last year when I was competing in Korea.
Okay.
I was number 4 place also.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. First was Diasha.
Yes.
Second was Juan Mario.
Yeah.
Third was
Regan.
Johan or something like this. He live in America, but he's in Korea. Yuan or something like this.
Okay.
In Chicago, he was 6th.
6th. Who was what? 6th. And Nguyen.
What?
Is it Korean? And Nguyen.
He's Korea, yeah, but...
And Nguyen, he's Oriental. Asian.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Nguyen, yeah, he's fantastic. So he was 3rd and you were 4th in Korea last year?
Yeah. I think he's from Korea, yes?
I'm not sure. He's American. He's American.
No, he's not American.
Okay.
He's not American, for sure. He live in America.
Yeah.
He compete with American name, but he's not American. He's from Korea or Japan. I don't know, but I think he's from Korea.
Right. Okay. So
I really don't remember his name.
Yeah.
But he always without condition.
Right. Okay. Without condition. He was without condition. That's a new term.
That's what I see.
Yeah.
Condition, really. No condition, no deep muscles.
Yeah.
And but he always in the top.
Okay.
In Korea, he was 3rd. I'm 4th. I want you look for this photo because it's very interesting also.
Okay. All right, then, Mohammed. Well, this has been absolutely fantastic. It's good to finally speak to you properly because, like I said, we featured you a couple of times on the Shoutouts, and I was like, wow, who the hell's this guy? I said he's really good. It's Thank
you so much, man.
That's right.
Thank you. I was waiting.
He was waiting.
This moment when the people as you and the judges finally can see me
Yes. Well, we've said...
I can see my condition and my work and my my hard work.
Well, if you look at the play-by-play on the MD forum for the Chicago, I kept saying, "Who the hell's this guy? Who's this guy? Who's this guy?" And then when you heard, like you said, to make top 6, I was like, "What? That guy's not top 6? I think he's fantastic. Really, really good. Really complete." But anyway, you've had a very good season. I think you've finished it off with a good placing there. You've got a good team, you've got a good setup there, and obviously if you can get yourself to Kuwait those last 4 weeks, maybe you'll get an invite to the Arnold, and we'll see you continually improve and then rise through the ranks, mate.
Thank you so much, mate. Thank you.
All right then, Mohammed. Well, this has been absolutely fantastic.
I will try to do my best.
I believe you.
Yeah. to be next year in Mr Olympia.
Oh, next year, 2021 Olympia, Mohammed Elemam, yeah.
That's my job. That's my dream. That's what I want to do it.
Yeah.
I think not only my dream, it's dreams for any bodybuilders that go to Mr Olympia. But my dream, it's not only go to Mr Olympia. I want to go to Mr Olympia, and from first Olympia for me, I want to be in the top 6.
Top 6 Olympia 2021. It's on.
I will try to do my best to do it.
Yeah. Well, we've got faith in you, mate, because you're a fast rising guy now. So, okay, then, Mohammed, we shall speak to you very soon, and have a lovely Christmas. And that's it, really. And
you too, mate.
Keep working hard, mate. Keep working hard. You're doing great.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mohammed.
Thank you. Good luck.
Bye bye. Bye bye. And welcome back to MD Global Muscle here at the On the Rise Media Studio with me, your host, Giles Thomas. And we are joined by bodybuilding legend, 3-time Mr Olympia, Frank Zane. Thanks, Zane! Yay! Frank, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure, Giles.
Yes, it's this has been a real. I think you're my first all-time legend of bodybuilding. I've had the guys from the 90s and the 80s, but I know you were competing right up till 1983. But this is a real honor to get you on, and I really, really appreciate you taking the time to come on my humble show.
Well, thank you. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Okay, well, one of the reasons I wanted to get you on is because a good friend of mine, Alex Ardenti, the very, very well-known, very well-respected photographer, videographer, documentary maker, he's making a documentary about yourself. Do you want to tell us about that, please, Frank?
Well, I've met with Alex on a few occasions in my gym I have here, and he's done some filming and also a bunch of interviewing, so I'm looking forward to it. He says it's going to be around December, so that's what we're all looking forward to.
Yeah. So how did this come around? Who approached who? Did he come to you with the idea?
Yes, he did. And so I'm always open to publicity like this, and he does a good job with this film, so it should come off. I'm hoping to see it come off really well, which I'm sure it will. Good.
So when did you start doing the filming, and can you tell us a bit about what it's about in depth?
Well, it's entitled Frank Zane Defined, so it's about all aspects of my career and my background. Yeah. And there's a lot to it because I've been at this for over 60 years.
60 years.
And, I've competed against everybody for 23 years.
Yeah.
So, it's quite a story.
Yeah, so obviously you're really excited about it coming out, and because I've seen, because I know Alex has done, he's done the Sups, the movie. He was a fantastic photographer. In the 90s, a lot of the front covers were all Alex Ardenti's. He was always one of my favorite photographers. So when I heard that he was doing this project with you, I was really, really happy to hear that. So it's out in December.
Yes, he was here with his 3 sons. Each one was operating a camera from a different angle. And, it's really nice to see how the whole family is involved with his 3 kids.
So the whole family's involved. His 3 sons are doing all the different camera angles. And
yeah.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic. Fantastic. So it goes literally, does it go right through your career? What does it focus on mostly?
It's hard for me to say. It pretty much focused on everything. Competitive aspect, I think he talked about different years, the competitions, And so I've done so many of these. It's really hard for me to separate what's what as far as that goes. But it's going to be pretty comprehensive, including just about everything that I've done in my career.
Yeah. So how many months did you film for this? I mean, because I know the Dorian Yates one. Dorian said to me, he says there was about 75 hours of footage boiled down to 80 minutes. So how much filming have you done fresh? Obviously, you're going to use old footage as well and work that in. How much have you been filming for this film?
It was nowhere near that amount of time. It was a couple sessions, maybe, I don't know, 6 hours total, 7, 8 hours. Plus, I have I gave him a lot of color slides that I took throughout my career, showing me in top shape.
Wow!
And I haven't seen what he's done so far, so I am looking forward to seeing it.
Wow! So you're going to incorporate some. Is there stuff that's never been seen before, maybe?
Yes. Sure.
Wow! Wow! That sounds absolutely amazing. So, are you going to be doing a premiere?
As of now, I don't have any plans to do that, but I'm willing to if that's what's called for.
Yeah.
These slides basically were taken at that's how I prepared for competition. I figured what I should do is concentrate on my appearance, what I look like, what judges are actually seeing, and that amounted to taking color slides, which I could view life size through a projector. And as a result, I have thousands and thousands of images, and he had access to the best one. So I think it's going to be really nice what you see.
Oh, that's going to be amazing to see stuff that that a lot of bodybuilding fans and historians and followers of the sport, people like myself, to see stuff that we've never seen before. I mean, sometimes occasionally you'll see an old picture from Pumping Iron of, old pictures of Arnold and these people like yourself, and you think, I've never seen that one before, and it's just been dug out of some vault, or some photographer has found it and said, oh, I've just found all these old pictures, and they've never been seen before. I think it's going to be a real treat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's mostly photos taken by my wife, Christine, who's an accomplished photographer.
Okay.
We, of course, have access to all those, and then there's some by Artie Zeller, who passed away about 10 years ago. He was a great photographer.
Yeah.
Some of my best shots, he was a Weider photographer as well, but these are ones that I purchased from him personally.
Yeah.
And so they're really all new.
Oh, wow. Do you think it's funny how things have changed now, how you can get instant photographs on phones, and now, back in your day, it was, what was the turnaround for getting a slide? What was it? You take a slide picture, then several days later you get it back. How would you assess your physique and make the necessary changes?
Well, I just look at all the photos, and the bad ones too. The ones that I sort of separated them. The ones that were really good that could be used for reproduction.
Yeah.
And then the ones that were maybe taking at angles that I really never was used to showing, and that way I got a complete picture of what I look like. When you think about it, that's the only way you see exactly what you look like. You never see that in the mirror. What you see in the mirror is you backwards, which is quite a bit different from what you actually look like. So the whole secret to this is to see yourself the way other people do.
Yeah.
And that's what these photos enable me to do.
So I know obviously people nowadays with phones and instant kind of media, they do it more to check things like their condition. Was your more about, because if you're waiting a few days to get them back, you can't really make the instant changes for your condition. Was it more about how you presented your physique and the poses?
Well, I'd done it so much that posing was second nature to me. So all the poses were pretty much right on, and we always took them from separate angles. So we came out with a lot of good photos.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Because, I went to a Dorian Yates Generation Iron premiere. Also, I was surprised not to see you at the bigger movie premiere in Las Vegas, because Betty Weider was there.
Say that again. That doesn't sound familiar.
Sorry, I was at, the bigger movie, Bigger the Movie, the Joe Weider biopic.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
You've not seen it?
No.
Frank.
They never tell me anything.
Frank, you're in it.
Well, that's nice to know, but I hope I do get to see it. But, I'm not really, they're really not communicating to me very much.
Really?
So I have to hear from third sources like yourself.
Oh my God. Well, I'll have to get you a copy sent, because it was obviously a biopic about Joe Weider's, life and history. And do you know the bodybuilder that played you?
The what?
The bodybuilder that played you.
You know, I'm not really sure who that was. I think I saw pictures of that, but I don't recall exactly who that was. I would like to see that. That would be interesting.
Well, he's a bodybuilder, a classic bodybuilder called Arash Rabar.
Well, again, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Well, I can't wait for you to see it because it's you pop up in there. I think they had someone playing Dave Draper as well. You had Sergio Oliva's son, Sergio Jr., playing Sergio, and he was fantastic. Obviously, he's a dead ringer for his dad, and he's kind of got the physique as well.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I like Sergio Jr.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So he was in it. They had Callum von Moga, the social media superstar. He did a very, very good job of Arnold. He was very funny.
I look forward to it.
Well, I think I'm really excited for you to see that, actually. So I was actually talking to a photographer called Per Bernal, and we were actually talking about his all-time favorite photographers, and he mentioned Art Zeller. So would you say he was the most iconic bodybuilding photographer of the 1970s?
Well, for me, he was. Actually, there's another guy, Jimmy Caruso, who's still alive in his 90s.
Is he?
From Montreal. He took a lot of great photos backstage at the competitions.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of good black and whites of everybody. He has a lot of me. But Artie was a great outdoor photographer. We would go out into the Santa Monica Mountains above Malibu and just get a lot of photos. Plus, he was always around in the gym with his camera, taking exercise shots. But then I took a lot of photos with my wife. We would take probably most of the photos I have are with her.
Yeah, so
she has a really good eye for that. So
she's a great photographer. I didn't know that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So how's life nowadays? How's life treating you generally?
Well, I'm in my late 70s now, and I still work out on a regular basis, and I do see clients occasionally, and I have a mail-order business where I sell my materials, like my books. My main was Zane Bodybuilding Manual, which is a massive 436-page publication with over 500 photos. And everything I know is in this book.
Is that so?
Then I have other books. I have workbooks like 91 Day Wonder Body, which takes you through 3 months of exactly what to do every day, including what to eat. Because people want to know that. People are always asking me, give me a routine, give me a program. Well, here it is in a book. You can follow that. Then there's one just on abs, 91 Day Wonder Abs.
Wow.
And then there's one called Get Started, which is basically how to get started with having very little equipment for 2 weeks. And it's a workbook. It's got spaces to write in there. Then my most recent one is called Get Finished. Get Finished. And it's actually my favorite variation of the 3-way split routine, where you train pulling muscles the first day, legs the second, and pushing muscles the third. Rest the fourth. It takes you through 3 months of that. We've got some great art in there by Ron Dunn, phenomenal bodybuilding artist. So that's what I have, and I publish yearly publication called Muscle Past Midlife. This is building the body. I had a magazine for 18 years. Every 3 months it came out, and now I do it every year. And this is the issue for 2020.
Wow! So you're still writing, still going strong with your writing.
Yes, I do. I write all the time.
Yeah.
Put stuff up on Instagram and Facebook.
Yeah.
And, I'm still active in that respect.
That's fantastic to hear. I saw actually you put a comment on, it was a Facebook friend of yours called Pete Pingle, who just written, the book you've just written, I think he put you had a signed copy and he just posted it. And you said underneath, that's my favorite one I've ever done. That's my favorite book. And is that your favorite?
Yes, I saw that post. I saw it.
Is that
Pete Pringle?
Yeah. So which is your favorite book and why?
I don't know. Each one is different. I think the Get Finished book is nice because it's a great workbook. It basically helps somebody get on a schedule, on a routine, and stay on it.
Yeah.
You write it all down in the book. It's a perfect workbook. But I believe in having a textbook, which of course my textbook is this one, the Bodybuilding Manual.
That's a big one.
Which I put 5 publications in here.
Okay.
I had these appeared as individual publications years ago, and they're all put in here. And so this is great as a reference book. I don't think there's any book as complete as this for that respect. And then, of course, the Get Finished book, my most recent workbook. Of course, the 91 Day Wonder Body is, if you started out with this one, 91 Day Wonder Body, it takes you through full body routines, two-way split routines, 3 different versions of three-way split. Then this one picks up where that one leaves off, where it goes into my favorite version of the three-way split routine for 3 final months. So you got 6 months of training of exactly what to do.
Oh, wow.
No guesswork. No guesswork. Even tells you when and how to take photos.
Oh, wow. So how long did that take, that Get Finished? How long did that take you to write?
You know, actually, I've been writing these things all along. So when I write a book, I have a lot of things I can refer to. But, you know, it takes me probably a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Because it's more of assembling things and then adding new things to it.
Right. So
then
you'll
I
take
sit on it for a little while. It gets better. I think of new things. I try to get it in there all the, you know, eventually. Let me just see if I can read you something here that would hint towards that. Get Finished, Training Your Body to Perfection. So here, the day 1 is the back biceps, forearms, pulling muscles. Day 2, legs. Day 3, pushing muscles. And then here's the rest day I talk about how many calories, protein, carbs, fat, variety in diet, restaurant eating, protein drinks. Then I have the exercises illustrated. They're all there. You can see them.
Wow. Wow, all the old pictures as well from the, what was that, probably the 1970s?
Well, I have a whole file of exercise shots that I use that we've taken over the years.
Yeah.
And you know, the thing is, I was a teacher in public school. Actually, I was a mathematics teacher. And so I'm used to things like this. I've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
So I'm used to, you know, educating. I'm an educator.
Yeah.
And so this fits right in with educating people on what I really like to do the most. Not that I don't like math. I love math. But, you know, here I'm doing it for a common cause, not for the public schools.
I think since the whole, the magazines aren't kind of as prevalent as they were, you know, maybe 10, 15 years ago, I think there's a real lost art of, you know, reading how to learn how to train properly, how to, you know, I think there's less information nowadays, I think, than there was, you know, 10, 15, 20 years ago, because 20 years ago, 30 years ago, people bought books to learn how to train. Now it's kind of, it's more video, and they just, you know, they get coaches, or they get taught how to train, you know, so I think there's so where can we get these books from then, Frank? Is there a website?
Yeah, it's frankzane.com. They're all advertised there. Okay. And I do have a workout video called Train with Zane. I've had that out for 20 years now. Oh, wow. It basically covers all the movements.
Yeah.
It shows you how to do them, which is the main thing. You know, just knowing what they are is one thing, but seeing them done is another. You know, this thing about who writes for the magazines and all, you really have 2 types of people. You have writers who don't really train much or don't know that much about it because they haven't experienced it. Then you have trainers or people who train, bodybuilding champions, who know what they're doing and saying, but they really don't communicate well. They're not writers.
Yeah.
So you never have anybody who can do both, and that's what I've endeavored to do. Take my knowledge, which I've built up over the many years, and, you know, give it to the public in an easily assimilable form.
Do you have your theories ever changed over, say, the last 25 years, or are they kind of do you still have belief in those, or do you have new kind of theories even now?
Well, of course, we learn new things about nutrition and, you know, research that's been done. But I think we knew all of this for a long time. We've tested it out. I mean, it was even before my time with the bodybuilders and that generation before me, like Reg Park, you know, and some of the others, and Armin Tanny. These guys are the ones that started the whole training process with the split routine, and, you know, the guys that trained at Muscle Beach, Zabel Kazuski, George Eiferman, all those guys, you know, most of them aren't alive anymore, except Bill Pearl is like 90 now.
Yeah.
And he's still doing well, but, you know, he was one of the pioneers.
Do you
learn from him?
I think I'll get told off by my dad if I don't ask this, but do you remember Earl Maynard?
Yeah, I remember him. I think I might have met him from the time of Ricky Wayne, who I knew pretty well in those days.
Yeah.
But Earl he had a great physique.
Yeah.
Both English guys.
Yes, he was English. Yeah, well, my dad was in the RAF with him in the would have been the 1950s, and he was always trying to get my dad. He said to my dad, he said, "You've got great genetics." He said, "You should start weight training," and he was always trying to get my dad to start weight training. And yeah, it was it's funny how I kind of took off the interest.
I was inspired by pictures of him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously Arnold had.
I met Ricky Wayne in 1967 at the Montreal Mr. Universe.
Wow.
And struck up a friendship with him. He was a really nice, personable guy, and I was very interested in what he thought about training. He was natural. I mean, the guy just grew muscle easily.
Rick Wayne.
Yeah.
I mean, he was one of probably the all-time best bodybuilding journalists. Really, I mean, in the 70s and early 80s, he was a very prolific.
He had that combination: great physique and great writer.
Very prolific writer. I can't say that word. Prolific. I can't say it. Yeah. So, what about? Do you remember John Citrone?
Did I ever what?
Do you remember John Citrone? I mean, he competed against Arnold late 60s, early 70s. British guy.
I still didn't get that name.
John Citrone. He's a Brit.
Oh, John Citrone. No, I know who he is.
Yeah.
I never competed against him. I just remember pictures of him blowing up a hot water bottle until it got bigger than him.
Yeah. I was.
He was quite the strong man too, as well as the great bodybuilder.
Would you believe he was my training partner for 1 year?
Oh, great.
And even in his late 50s, early 60s, I mean, he was so brutally strong. And two things I noticed: he never warmed up, and he never drank water when he trained. I felt that was very unusual. So very unorthodox.
A lot of these guys were natural from the old days.
Mm.
They, I had an expression: they walk past the barbell rack and get a pump.
Yeah. Well, I think he was breaking unofficial world records in his shed doing bench presses when he was like 16, 17 years old. He was weighing 140 pounds and benching 400 pounds, by himself.
I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of naturals, but I was never a natural. I mean, I had a good structure for it, but rather light.
Mm-hmm.
But, I had to work hard for muscle.
Yeah.
And so I had a very good approach, which I developed being a scientist.
Mm-hmm.
I paid attention to all the details and kept track of them. Mm-hmm. And that finally, after 20 years of competition, I won the Olympia.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't 20 years. It was 17 years.
17 years of training.
I started competing in 1960 and then finally won the Olympia.
17.
I think it was on my fifth try in 1977.
And also, Frank, aren't you the first recipient of the Ever Sandow in 1977?
I was, yeah, of the bronze trophy they give out now. I have 3 of those, so
yeah.
They're in the prize place in my gym.
Where are they kept? Oh, in the gym. So in the gym.
Yes.
Are they lock and key or?
No. I just have them on a velvet throne.
Oh, fantastic!
On my dumbbell racks.
Next to the dumbbells. That's very apt. I like that. So, have you obviously got a really good home gym then?
Yes, it's very good. 600 square feet of everything.
Wow.
We find in the most advanced studios. It's equipment I've collected and had built over a 40-year period of time.
Mm. So tell us, have you got any Nautilus, I suppose, or Nautilus, or what?
I have a couple of Nautilus pieces, and then I have some equipment that's been cloned from Cybex equipment,
mm-hmm.
and some other pieces. One from Italy, a curling machine, which I use for various purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Really good dumbbells, some advanced free weight system equipment. I have a great horizontal leg press,
mm-hmm.
Really good lat machine, low cable row machine. And all in all, it's everything I need.
Yeah. So how often do you train now?
These days I don't... Pardon?
How often do you train now, Frank?
Well, I generally train upper body once or twice. Well, I actually do a full body workout about every 4th day.
Okay.
Then I walk every day with my wife and my dog for 1 to 2 miles early in the morning.
Yeah. So you're still very physically active then?
I stay with it. I don't really need much. I'm not interested in winning contests or growing big muscles. I just want to maintain what I have.
Yeah. So you're in very good health. That's great. So you obviously do cardio every morning with walking your dog and everything?
We walk at a rather fast pace, and that's about it. That's what I do.
Yeah. Keeps you fresh.
About 1 to 2 miles.
Yeah. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts on, because a few years ago, the Pro League, the IFBB, they brought out the classic class to try and emulate the physiques of yourself. I suppose it's really yourself and guys like Barry DeMay in the 80s. What's your thoughts on the classic class? What was your response when you heard that they were doing that?
I would have liked it better if they made that the class, not just the classic class, relegated to a position that's not as important, which I think it's the most important.
Yeah.
And the other thing is I wish they were the kind of trunks that we did, not boxer style or not sort of boxer style with NPC across. It just seems like it's sort of a way to make more money for the National Physique Committee.
Well, they have. I think they've made them smaller to look more like kind of, rather than shorts, look more like sort of 70s trunks. I think.
Well, that's good. I'm glad to see that because I think it's moving in the right direction, and it's what most people want anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, these really heavily muscle guys. It's interesting for me to look at anyway, but I think it doesn't really appeal to the public that much.
Yeah.
People don't look at and say, they don't say, I want to look like that. I mean, a small percentage do, but it's not really helping the sport grow. I think it's when you see more guys that look more athletic and more defined and more classic type of body, like the Reeves type of body. That's what appeals to people.
Yeah.
That's what appealed to me when I started. I saw the Steve Reeves movies in 1960. I was a senior in high school. Yeah. And I was already working out, of course. And when I saw that, I said, "Whoa, this is for me."
Yeah, I was lucky enough to meet Steve Reeves twice in 1998 in Italy and at the Mr Universe contest. He was sat right next to me at both contests, and he still looked amazing. He still looked amazing, Frank.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met him a few times. Actually, we had a television show. I forget the name of it. It was 1998 in Los Angeles. We filmed, and Steve came on it for a couple episodes, and we had Jack LaLanne on there too, Joe Weider. Franco Colombo. So I got to meet him, and talk to him. Actually, it was my pleasure to. I have a hobby of writing songs, because I wrote a song about Steve, and I played it for him on my harmonica.
Oh wow!
He was really happy to hear it.
Yeah. Oh, that's fantastic. Oh, there was all characters: Jack LaLanne and George Eiferman, all those, and Leroy Colbert. It's the real kind of real like people like yourself. You're pioneers of the industry, which is now exploded. It must feel good, surely. Yeah,
it's been fun. Continues to be fun.
Yeah, it's good. So I've always wondered, that 83 Olympia, was the emergence of bodybuilders like Bertil Fox and Lee Haney the reason why you retired? Because I remember Lee Labrada said in 1995, with Dorian coming on and everything going to another level, becoming mass over aesthetics, I always wondered, what was the reason you decided to call it a day in 83?
Well, one of the reasons was I was 41 years old and I was injured.
Oh, really?
And I was training around injuries, and I knew it was just going to get worse if I kept up. And then in 1983, I saw Lee Haney place ahead of me, and I said, uh-oh, here come the monsters. The monsters are back. And sure enough, that was the advent of it. From that period of time, from 76 to 83, basically, there were guys under 200 pounds that, were winning. Franco Colombo, myself, Samir Banu, Chris Dickerson, great physiques under 200. Yeah. And now it was all over.
So you had a guy at 23 years old. Lee Haney was 23 years old when he did the 83 Olympia, took third place. You were in fourth place. Bertil Fox was fifth place. And then you just thought, okay, this is I'm 41, I'm injured. I'll let the new generation come through and just let them have their try, I suppose.
Yeah, actually, in a way, Bill Pearl was sort of a model for me. His last competition was at 41, and I thought, well, that's probably a pretty good age to retire from this and work on teaching others the craft. And that's what I did. I had a place we called it Zane Haven.
Zane Haven, yeah.
And they would spend 5 days, 4 nights with us, and I would teach them everything about training.
Wow.
I still do that. It's called Zane Experience now in my gym. Uh-huh. Although with the COVID-19, it sort of closed down for a while, but next year I'm sure it'll be back in full swing again.
Yeah. So the COVID's affected your business in that way with the Zane Experience, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Going back to Joe Weider, do you? I asked this of Per Bernal. I said, do you miss Joe Weider? I mean, obviously, now he's not in the industry anymore. Do you think his I think his legacy is still, it's all felt and appreciated. What's your feelings on that?
You know, I like Joe. Actually, it was a lot of fun having him there.
Mm.
He was comical. I mean, and I used to think, well, you know, he could give us a little bit more than what he's doing. Joe had no problem giving me an ad in the magazine, which was actually better than giving me a salary, but other people were getting a salary. But I just was sort of happy with getting the ad. It's sort of like the parable of, you know, you can feed a hungry person a meal of fish, but you could also give him fishing equipment and teach him how to fish.
Yes.
That's what Joe did. He gave me fishing equipment.
Yeah.
And I've been at it ever since. I've been doing the same thing since, you know, the 1970s.
Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine how great it was in those days, you know, in the 1970s when what point do you feel like, do you think it was when Pumping Iron came out that the sport really grew internationally?
I think so. That's when it started to attract, you know, more public attention.
Mm.
I was just sorry I didn't cooperate with them more and be in the film. 75 was not a great year for me. I had some challenges with teaching, and you know, I wasn't in my best shape that year. I wish I was. I was sort of upset about that, and so after that, I said, "Whoa, I missed an opportunity here."
Mm.
And so I trained really hard, and I got in the best shape of my life for 1976 Mr. Olympia.
Mm-hmm.
I was extremely defined for that. I didn't win it, but you know, that's always a matter of opinion as to who should win. But you know, it seems like if you make a great appearance and everybody's telling you, "Oh, you should have won," you win it the next year.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what happened to me. I won it 77, 78, 79.
So do you think when you won it in 77 that, I mean, obviously the style of physique, say, compared to Franco or Arnold in 75 was completely different. Your definition, your conditioning was it was a different shaped physique. Do you think you took conditioning to another level when you won in 77?
I never really thought that. I just thought that, you know, it's my opportunity to win it.
Yeah.
And so I actually advertised that way. And I had an ad in Weider magazine. I made the ad 77, the year of Zane. So I put the message out there that I was the winner. And my notion was to win something, you have to win it ahead of time. You have to behave like the winner. And so I made it my point to behave like the winner. And it was naturally, you know, to me it was a foregone conclusion that I would win. And, you know, funny thing with that contest, they announced the winner. They usually announce 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with the placings. That year they announced the winner first.
The winner?
I was standing on stage as one of the finalists, and Reg Park was one of the judges, and he walks past me with the scorecard that says Zane won on it. I said, "Whoa, thanks, Reg. Now we could really start behaving like the winner." I don't think he knew what he was. I don't think he did it on purpose, but basically, that's what I saw. That's what you know.
Yeah.
But it all helped. I used every little bit like that, things for motivation and inspiration.
Yeah. So do you? So do you still speak to some of the guys from that era? I know that Dave Draper's still around. You've got Robbie Robinson. I mean, I know that's on the West Coast as well. So do you still speak to many of them? People like Arnold?
Hardly ever. I mean, they're in Draper's up near Santa Cruz. I might get emails every now and then from him.
Mm-hmm.
Arnold, I haven't seen him in 5 years. He's up in LA.
Mm-hmm.
Colombo passed away. Ed Corney passed away. It's too late for them.
Yeah.
That's about it. The new guys I never see. I mean, I'm down here. We're sort of isolated from that, which is okay with me.
Yeah, yeah. So who was your favorite to train with back in the day?
My wife.
Your wife?
Yeah. We worked out really good in 1979. We were living in Santa Monica at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We went down to Gold's Gym, which was just down the street. And we'd go in there when they were locking up and they'd let us in. And we'd train from 9 p.m. to 11. And those were great workouts. Then after that, the last month I trained by myself, and I had a home gym in Palm Springs. I trained there and just trained and sunbathed and ran, and just the last month, you know, just lived the bodybuilding lifestyle, said my mantra all day long so I wouldn't let any kind of negative thought enter my mind. Because what I noticed is that when I was just sort of not thinking about anything or sunbathing, thoughts would creep in, thoughts of doubt would creep into my mind. So I resolved never to let that happen. And so I started saying a mantra instead. And I still do that a lot.
Can you tell us what those words are? Or
I use a number of different ones. One I like is, there are Buddhist mantras, Namu Amida Butsu. Another one I use a lot is Om Amarane Jivantiya Swaha. They're Sanskrit.
Yeah.
Actually, the first one is Japanese, second one is Sanskrit. And they basically say, you know, I take refuge in infinite light and boundless life. They have very broad meanings. They're just very uplifting. Yeah. And so rather than, you know, let doubt creep into my mind, I say those.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. So do you think...
That's how I meditate, is with that.
You meditate? How do you meditate? Every day or?
Every day, and then throughout the day is often... I use beads like this, for example. I say one repetition of the mantra with the bead. That helps me keep track of that I'm actually meditating.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Hooking it up with something physical like that helps you maintain what you want to be doing. Otherwise, your mind might wander.
Yeah.
So it's all about training the attention, and I've been at that ever since I was 14.
So you've been training your mind as well as your body all your life?
Yeah, I started all of that at about 14. It's bodybuilding, meditation, playing harmonica.
Yeah.
Still do all of that.
You sound like you have a very idyllic, very peaceful, very, very happy life, Frank.
I can't complain, you know.
Yeah.
As Joe Walsh says, life's been good to me so far.
Yeah. So do you play anything else apart from the harmonica?
I play guitar, rhythm guitar, and I play flute. I make bamboo flutes. I play those.
Wow. Wow, fantastic.
And I do a little bit of that every day.
Yeah. So, yeah. So you still have a very, would you say you still stick in a very strict routine with your life?
Yes, I have a routine. Some kind of exercise every day. It's not always weight training.
Yeah.
But, you know, the gym is right downstairs from where I live. We have a fantastic property, which is R2, and the bottom half is where people did live before we bought it. Yeah. It's been turned into a 600 square foot gym and a 300 square foot office and then a big storage area. And so that's where we do all our training. My wife's down there every day, and I am too.
What other form of exercise do you like to do apart from weight training? What's your favorite?
Well, I do a lot of stretching between sets.
Okay.
You know, stretching between sets. I do a set and then I stretch for 15 seconds. I do archery too. I have an archery range here on my property, and I've been doing that ever since I was 14 or even longer. I shoot a compound bow.
Wow. Wow.
And it's a lot of fun, you know. It's great for focus and concentration to be able to direct arrows to the center of target.
Yeah. You sound like you've always been on top of things, because I think things like, especially with the year of COVID, I think mental health has really suffered this year for a lot of people. And personally, I found that keeping myself in a strict routine and structure with, you know, taking care of all elements of mental and physical health. And I found that kept me on the straight and narrow and kept me sort of focused on what I needed to do to keep moving forward and feel okay and not slip off and get into a slipstream, you know, negative slipstream. What's your feelings on that?
Well, it's not any different from what I've always done. I've always been focused, and, you know, we're sort of homebodies. We have everything here we need, and we don't really go out and socialize very much, and especially now, that's not safe.
Yeah, of course.
When we do go out, we wear masks.
Yeah.
We go for walks, we wear masks.
Yeah.
So it's all about getting up early and having breakfast and then walk our dog.
Yeah.
And then, you know, work out, read, study, write.
Wow, what a life.
Watch a little bit of television.
Yeah. So what's your favorite thing to do apart from, you know, maybe like socially?
Apart from socializing?
Yeah, well, what's your favorite thing to do socially apart when you actually do go out? What do you like to do?
You know, I don't know. We really don't do too much of that. It's not like we socialize a lot. Most of my socializing is my working with people when they come here for program.
Yeah. You sound like
it's not like we have friends we go out with all the time. We don't do that.
Yeah, sounds like you get a lot out of that. What you do, helping others, mentoring others, teaching others. It sounds to me like you get a lot of fulfillment from it, Frank.
I enjoy it. I'm trained as a teacher. I taught public school for 13 years, and it's just another way of doing it on my own terms in my own environment.
Yeah.
But, I'm hanging out with my wife almost all the time. We've been married 52 years now.
52.
She's my best friend,
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful to hear. So what about your diet? Do you eat a very kind of organic, clean, healthy diet?
I think so. I'll give you an example. For breakfast this morning, I had 3 soft-boiled eggs with some sliced avocado, a small slice of whole grain toast, some grated cheese. I have a cup of coffee when I get up in the morning, but I don't drink it all day, and carbonated water to wash down my supplements. I take a lot of free-form amino acids throughout the day.
Wow.
And, B complex and vitamin C and all that. So I've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah.
And I've continued to do it.
What about the rest of your diet? What sort of... I'm interested if you eat, like I said, organic or you home grow certain vegetables or anything like that.
Not really, but we get good quality food from several markets that are, have organic produce around here. But I eat usually fish or chicken or turkey every day. Occasionally beef, but not very much.
Yeah.
Generally dinners around 4 or 5 o'clock, and it's usually fish or poultry with the salad or vegetable.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So it was going back to you saying that Reg Park was your inspiration when you started. No, sorry. Who did you say was your inspiration in the 1960s? Who was the one that really inspired? Steve Reeves, wasn't it?
Reeves, I'd say, and Larry Scott.
Larry Scott. Wow. Fantastic.
Those are my 2 favorites.
Yeah.
I always thought that Steve Reeves' body with Larry Scott's delts and arms would be the ideal physique.
Yeah, wow, that's absolutely amazing. Well, Frank, it sounds like you sound very, very, very happy and fulfilled and satisfied with life, and you seem to have a good balance. I think that's the thing I'm getting from you. You always seem to have a very good balance of your life, and I think that's a real testament to your, to everything you've embodied really for the last 40 years. I mean, you were competing, from the 1960s right up to 1983. I mean, that's absolutely incredible, Frank. I mean, it's and you're still inspiring now. You're still writing books. You're still studying, and you're still learning. And it's like you're still evolving.
Well, it's all about learning. If you only stop learning when you're dead, and maybe even learn after that, I don't know. I haven't gotten to that point yet. But yeah, I like to. I stay occupied with that. I read a lot, study a lot, and put a lot of it into writing.
Yeah.
And that keeps me busy.
Keeps you busy, keeps you happy, and keeps you going. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yes. Okay, Frank, this has been absolutely amazing. I've got another one I've ticked off the list now of the legends. Tom Platz is next on my. That's another one I want to get on, and but yeah, it's been a real honor to have you on, Frank. It's been really good, and I really appreciate you taking the time as well to be so open and everything with us. And yeah, it's been really interesting getting to know a bit more about you, Frank. Even though I've been following the sport for 30 years myself, Well,
thank you. I appreciate that. It's been a pleasure, Giles, and I look forward to maybe seeing more of your interviews.
Yeah, get watching that bigger, because I want you to comment on the guy's shoulders and say my shoulders are bigger than his, and the hair's wrong or something with a rash. The guy who played you in bigger, and and also I've got to get a copy of your book for Carly. And we're gonna get a signed copy, so I'll message you afterwards. But he's been nagging me for 9 months on that one. So Frank Zane, thank you so much, 3-time Mr Olympia, legend of the sport, pioneer of the sport. And really appreciate you taking the time, Frank. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Frank.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, guys, we're going to do a Romania Muscle Fest kind of review for a few of the male categories. The ladies' categories will be reviewed in the Buff Bombshell show, also produced in the studio. I want to touch a little bit on the classic because the top 2 were really, really exceptional for me. I was very, very excited and very surprised to hear that Peter Molnar, shown here. Okay, shown here. Okay, sorry, I pressed the wrong button there. Yes, as you can see, this is a guy, I actually thought he'd be a 212 when he came over. This is a bodybuilder that's been around for many years around Europe. He's been winning in all the other different federations. I mean, he's been winning pro shows and I mean, winning big championships with, you know, prize money and everything in all these different other federations. It was wondered whether he'd eventually ever come over to the Pro League and the NPC, and this year he has. So I was very, very happy to hear that he was coming over to but he obviously had to get his pro card first. So he decided to come and do Classic. So, but I think he turned pro the day before here at the amateur. I think he was a light heavyweight. Came back the day after in Romania as a pro Classic and won. So yeah, it was a really, really. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, the guy's got amazing arms, fantastic condition. Okay, here we are. That's a good shot. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at the detail, the separation, quality. Fantastic poser. He's a really good addition. I think he could be a real threat for the 2021 Olympia in the Classic, because this guy really does tick every box. I mean, he's complete from every angle. He's really what the criteria is called for. I think he'd give Chris Bumstead, and Breon, those guys, Terence Ruffin even, I think he'll give them a real run for their money next year, because, of course, this show was a qualifier for the 2021 Olympia. Okay, let's just see a couple more shots. I want to see a couple of back shots, maybe. His twisting bicep shot is incredible. Obviously, we're getting the photos here from NPC News Online. Okay, let's see a good... Here we are. Yeah, beautiful physique. Really good aesthetics. Really good quality. Head to toe conditioned. He's perfect for this category, really. So yeah, so I just wanted to give him a special mention, because I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of Peter Molnar in the Pro League. I'll be interested to see if he competes before the Olympia next year, hopefully next September. Okay, how do we get back? Okay, Classic physique. Okay, now the guy that came second was, this guy really impressed me. I mean, he was a real standout, real new star is born, I think, for the Classic class. Another new face. This is Vahid Badpe. I hope I've said that correctly. Yeah, you are. Look at the quality here. Okay, let's pull some nice pictures up. Let's front to a bicep here. See, yeah, look at that. Yeah, great Classic physique. Nice, beautiful aesthetics, clean separation, great skin tone. You know, I mean, the condition is absolutely phenomenal. That's a really nice physique. And I loved his back shots as well. Okay, let's go shut that down. Okay, now... Oh, there is no back shots. Okay, that's... Oh, sorry, there are 5 pages of photos there. From Jonathan Murray from Demotus Pro, fantastic photographer, kind of... providing a lot of good imagery as well and video work for the Pro League and the NPC worldwide. Okay, here we are. Look at this twisting. Now compare this to Molnar's. I think that compares very, very well indeed. Look at that. Look at that slice there. Look at that. Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah. I think we'll be seeing a lot more of this guy. I think he's absolutely tremendous. Let's have a look at one more shot. Okay, let's go page 3. Right, let's have a look. I want to see one more shot. Okay, let's have a look at readable bicep. Wow. What do you think, Colin?
Pretty good.
It's good indeed. Very kind of like Samir Banu kind of 80s style physique, which is exactly what they want to try and replicate with the Classic. That's what they're trying to push and promote. So this guy is another one like Peter Molnar that really is fitting the bill perfectly for the Classic class. Okay, now we'll go on to the... Let's go to the 212. No surprise, Angel Calderon here with his 4th pro win since last year. Now, Angel is He won the Romania Pro in the 212 last November. So he qualified for the 2020 Olympia there. He then went on to win the 212 in Alicante. He then went to win the British Grand Prix a couple of weeks ago. He then, now he's come on to this one to qualify for the 2021 Olympia. So he's qualified for the the 2020 Olympia and the 2021 now. So, I mean, Angel, what can you say about Angel? He's just an absolute monster. And the thing is, I've seen him in even better condition than this when he won Romania last year. He was even more impressive last year. Oh, what have I done here? Yeah, the front bicep. Yep, he is. This guy is a tank. He was 10th place at Olympia last year. I think he could have been maybe 7th, 8th. But he's made a significant improvement since then. And this is him cruising in at 90%. Because I'm telling you, with what I saw what he brought to Romania last year, he really is. He's going to bring his best. I think he'll be first call out at the 212 Olympia. And let's have a look at some back shots. I mean, he's just so wide and dense. He's very, very hard to beat, this guy. Look at the back. The chest and the back are just ridiculous. I mean, look at that. His shoulders. I mean, the thickness and conditioning. I think he's going to do a lot better than 10th place at the Olympia this year. I think he'll be top 5. I really do. I think I could see him 4th to 6th at the Olympia. I think the top 3 is still going to be a lock for Derek Lunsford, Sean Clarida, and Kamal O'Gargney. But I think Angel is going to move up into the top 5 this year. I've just got a feeling. I mean, you're going in with 4 pro wins since he did the Olympia last year. So, I mean, that is absolutely incredible. Okay, so 2nd place. Okay, let's go back again. Okay, 2nd place was Radislav Angelov. Very happy to see him back in the 212 because he went over to Classic. I think that was for Alicante. Yep. Turned pro in 2018 in the UK. Look at that lovely shape. Really nice shape. Great upper body size. You know, really good thickness, great lines. Still needs to thicken his legs up a little bit because I think he's one of the lighter 212 guys as well. So he can put a bit of size on and add a bit more lower body balance. But yeah, he took 2 second places now. 2nd in the British Grand Prix and Romania here as a 212. I'm not sure how he stands on points for this year's Olympia or next year's. I think he'll be doing quite well for next year's Olympia. Fantastic back. Yeah, I was really surprised when he went to Classic. I was like, no, don't go to Classic. He did okay as a Classic. I don't think he placed as well as he didn't place as high as 2nd, which he did in the British Grand Prix in Romania. But yeah, stick with 212, mate, and just keep doing what you're doing. Get a little bit more thickness on the lower body. And hopefully we'll see you in some shows before the 2021 Olympia and we can see him moving up because he's been plugging away for 2 years now since he turned pro. The UK, it was the Two Bros, the June 2018 show. That was the one I judged the wellness for there. I had judged the wellness. So, yeah, fantastic. Okay, let's go to the opens. Okay, open men's, where are they? I just completely skipped over them. Oh, here we are, up at the top here. Right, okay, we will do... I'll tell you what, we'll start at 7th place, and then we'll work our way down. Okay, this guy. Now, this guy really impressed me. I like this guy's physique. That's the front lats bit I liked. Yeah, we featured him in our shout-outs a few weeks ago. Boyan, what's his name? Okay, no, I've got to get it right. I can't get it wrong. Boyan Ivanov. Yeah, we put him in last episode, episode 17 of MD Globe Muscle. As you can see, nice round, thick muscle. I'm not sure where he's from, but yeah, a lot of potential. As you can see, the condition isn't 100% in the legs, but you can see the potential for the roundness and the thickness of his muscle. Here's a guy there. Yeah, I like this shot. This is one shot I like. Yeah, this is a good shot. Yeah, that's a really good pose. Yeah, he's coming along, this guy. I think we'll keep an eye on this one. I think he's a couple of years. Give him a year or no, yeah, another year, and he could be, well, he's knocking right on the top 6 there. But great conditioning, clean separation, good physique, yeah, nice distinctive shape. This is a guy to keep an eye out on. Okay, so let's go to 6th place. 6th place was Jeff Beckham. 6'2", came down from 325 pounds. He said during lockdown. I saw on his Instagram. Yeah, this isn't the best I've seen Jeff, but it's certainly better than I've seen him in some shows. I was happy to see him in top 6. That was a great result for him. Absolutely interesting posing routine. He came on, sat on the edge of a stage, plucking rose petals and hitting the stage with a rose. So I don't know how else to say that. But a real character, Jeff. He's a big guy as well. Like I said, 6'2", does the splits on stage. This isn't the best I've seen him, but this is certainly the condition wasn't too bad, but he's on his way back. He's a real great addition to the pro ranks there and to this stage. Traveled all the way, obviously, of course, over from New York where he's based. Condition's not bad. We know you can still bring better than this, Jeff, but at least you're better than the way you were last year. Yeah, a big guy. He's a big dude, man. Big dude. Yeah. Shoulders look fantastic. Yeah, he's a lovely guy, Jeff. Real character. In fact, he was challenging Samson today to a running race. Because Samson Dowder posted a video of him running, and Jeff said, you look like you're running 5 miles an hour, Jeff. He says, I'll challenge you to a race. He says, I'll beat your ass. Well, I don't know what he said. I'm probably making that up. But... So that's Jeff Beckham in 6th place. He must be happy with that. It's a certain, it's a move up from last year. I don't think he placed anywhere. I think it was like 16th last year. 5th place, Lionel Biecki, a last-minute entry to this show. Oh, Lionel. This is a guy that has so much potential. Lionel Biecki from France. I mean, even at 80% conditioning here, you can just see the potential of this guy. You can see how good he could be. He lost his sponsor last year. And I was surprised he kept it quiet that he was even prepping. Yes, let's have a look at the front of the bicep. Yeah, but Lionel's top 6 Arnold Classic. He's made it, I think he was twice. He was 6th in 2018, he might have been 6th in 2019 or 2017. I think it was 2019, sorry. And when he's like 90%, he's so impressive. I mean, people think this guy could be a Mr. Olympia. But, and I think he's still only about mid-30s, so he's not, and it is just a matter of conditioning because the physique, everything is there. Everything is there. He just needs to sharpen it up and get his ass in proper condition, because this is frustrating for us Lionel Biecki fans, because a lot of people have a lot of faith in this guy. Look at him. Look at the width of the shoulders, small waist. But he looks like 4 weeks out here. So I'm not sure what the benefits was to do in this show looking in this kind of condition. But here's a guy that has all the tools to, really, he could be so good. He could be winning a lot of pro shows. The back is just he's even softer, so but the muscles there, the size is there. He does need more going on the lower half from the back, the posterior chain they call it. But it's all there, all the tools are there. So come on, Lionel, get yourself in condition, mate, because we want to see you fulfill your awesome potential. So, okay, 4th place, who we've just had on the show, Mohammed Elemam from, he lives in Russia now, originally from Egypt. Look at this guy. Look at the size of this guy. Yeah, Carlene, that's who we've just had on the show. Oh, look at that. He looks taller than 5'7", doesn't he? He looks taller. Yeah, look at that. That's hard to fault. Imagine Lionel Biecki with legs that shredded. He was 11th place at Chicago. I was disappointed. I thought he'd be 5th to 7th, maybe around that spot. But he ended up getting 11th, which was disappointing because he is so good. He lives in Russia now. He's prepped by Ahmed Askar, Nathan Diasha, and Vlad Suhoruchkov's trainer, coach. He says he's prepped remotely, like I said, by phone and everything. By way of Kuwait and Russia. But here's a guy to keep an eye out on. Been competing since the early 2000s, and he's really starting to make waves now. Fantastic conditioning. So impressed with Mohammed. Cool guy as well. Oh, what am I doing here? Okay, what else? Okay, let's go. I'll look at some back shots because he's got a super impressive back. Okay, no, it doesn't want to show me now. No, okay, you don't want to? Okay, oh, here we go. Yeah, look at the back. Okay, we'll look at this lat spread. Yeah, now that is a back. That is a back. Condition great. He says he needs more hamstrings. I think hamstrings and arms, a few more kilos, and this guy's going to be making waves in 2021. Says he wants to do the Arnold Classic. Maybe, hopefully, we might be able to get an invite. Let's see what maybe the Camel Crew can help him out with that one. Okay, third place, Theo Laguerre, who had on episode 17 of MD Global Muscle. He did fourth place at the British Grand Prix. No, third place at the British Grand Prix, sorry. Second place. Second place the British Grand Prix. Because James Hollinshead won that one and Regan Grimes was second. Theo was third. And then we had Mark Hector in fourth. I hope I've got that right. 28 years old. Only turned pro in 2018 at the Amateur Olympia. Fantastic pose. He put a really good posing routine together for this one. Very, very good. I think this is one of his favourite shots. 28 years old, prepped by Mauro Sassi of Team Stones from Italy. A lot of potential, as you can see with the shape, the muscularity. Definitely a guy to keep an eye out on. Let's have a look at a couple of back shots. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, okay, that's a funny shot. Okay, come on, open the lats up. Yeah, it still needs a bit more lower lats. But yeah, here's a guy on his way, 28 years old. Got so many good guys coming through now that, young guys in their 20s that are making an impact. Guys like Vlad Suhoruchko for 24 years old. You've got Regan Grimes at 28. It's really exciting, to see a lot of these new faces coming through and being so good, so young. Okay, second place, 24 years old, Vlad Suhoruchko. Okay, 24. He was 13th at the Alicante, and then he really sharpened it up and to take second place here. Now, he's got a lot of people talking about him, but here's a guy with potential. My God, 24 years old. Look at the conditioning. When they say big guys, can't get conditioning, well, Vlad is living proof that is not the case. But great look, great conditioning, great quads, heavy muscle, heavy dense muscle. Said he put on 13 kilos in a month when he came over to Kuwait to be trained by by Ahmed Askar. So let's have a look. I like this shot when he does the quad. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see the really thin skin there. Great conditioning. Yeah, looks like a supervillain out of a Marvel film. But yeah, fantastic. Yeah, here's a guy to keep an eye on. 24 years old. My God, a year out of the juniors. It's absolutely crazy. So, okay, and then we have the winner, Regan Grimes. Okay, yeah, this was the best conditioning Regan has brought this year. Okay, I'll get this photo off. Let's have a look at his ab and thigh. Yeah, crisp. Yeah, this is crisp. This is the kind of condition we need to see in Regan every single time. He was fourth in Alicante, second at the British Grand Prix. Huge social media following, very, very popular physique. 28 years old, maybe might even be 27. I don't know. Regan Grimes, man. Yeah, that's fantastic. And he's qualified now for the 2021 Olympia. So, this is great. Very encouraging. I was really disappointed when he went to Classic a couple of years ago. I'm so glad he came back last year to the Open. I think he took third place in Romania last year. I've got third place in my head. I might be wrong. But, still needs a little bit more chest. I'd like to see a bit more chest for next year. But he's going to the 2020 Olympia. He's got 4 weeks to kind of improve upon this look. If he can just get a little bit sharper and get that fullness to condition right, I think he'll do well. He'll get a good look at the Olympia, and it'll be nice for his fans to see him on stage at the Olympia. But let's have a look at a couple of back shots. Okay, we just need a look. Oh, look at that! He's got a fantastic back, Regan. Look at that! Absolutely phenomenal back. Okay, let's have a look at rib or bicep. Yeah, and not quite hitting the post properly there. Great hamstrings. Still could be harder from the back. Which hopefully can rectify for the Olympia. And let's finish off with a front double bicep. Yeah, beautiful physique. Tall guy, big guy, very, very popular. Yeah, and that is it. Congratulations, Ed Regan Grimes, winning the Romania Pro, his first pro win. And we'll obviously see him on stage in 3-4 weeks at the Mr Olympia, in his first ever Mr Olympia. And he's also now qualified for the 2021 Olympia. So, yeah, big congratulations there for the win and 2 qualifications. So, yeah, well done, Regan. Okay, then, that is our review for MD Glove Muscle of the Romania Muscle Fest Pro, guys, and we are out. Okay, guys, it is shout-out time for episode 18 of MD Glove Muscle. Who do we have first? Right, okay, this is Jonathan Withers, 91. Now, the reason this guy came to my BDI is because I saw this picture, because this weekend, when this has been filmed, it is the NPC Nationals, and Jonathan has won the super heavyweight and overall, so he's now a new IFBB pro. Now, look at those guys' legs. I'm trying to think whose legs they remind me of. They're very, very similar to another bodybuilder. So here's a new guy. I don't know. I've never seen this guy before. So let's go back to his Instagram account. But he's the new overall NPC Nationals champion. Bearing in mind that, he's following in the footsteps of Flex Wheeler. Sorry, Flex Wheeler won the NPC USA. He's actually never won the Nationals. But Kevin Navrone won the Nationals in 1991. And so there's he's in very good company. This is Sean Ray won it in 1987. Right, okay, so let's see some more stuff about him. Okay, Jonathan Withers, USMMOEC veteran. He's a personal trainer at Powerhouse Gym in Aurora. Okay, let's learn more about him. Okay, here's some progress pictures, obviously in the lead up to the his legs. Wow. Jonathan Withers chipping away. Prepped by Justin Compton. Wow, Justin Compton. I see Justin Compton's looking very big again recently. He had some health problems, so he had to retire a few years ago. I think he's probably hovering around about 30 years old, so he's still very young. But here's a bodybuilder I think we all thought was going to be, like a top 5 Olympia guy. So he's back training hard, and now he's prepping guys like Jonathan. So, yeah, that's a good shot there. Okay. No, this must have been where he qualified. Yeah, this is where he qualified at the Ronnie Coleman Classic. I just can't stop looking at those quads. Yeah, you can see. I mean, if you look at this picture here, you wouldn't think, okay, that's an NPC Nationals overall winner, because his condition isn't absolutely bang on. But he obviously sharpened up a lot more in that 6 weeks, going to make this look like shit in 6.5 weeks. Well, you did, mate, because you looked absolutely sensational at the NPC Nationals. Okay, let's see some more pictures. Okay, how do I get that off? Okay. Any pictures you want to see, Carleen? Just see some training stuff. Training stuff? Chests? Biceps. Biceps. Always biceps, isn't it, you want to see? Well, I want to see chest. Is that biceps? No, he's not training biceps. He's doing chest here. Okay. Everyone in America has to train with a mask on. Look at this. A little chest action with the homie Lev Goldberg last night. Stack lineup this year for heavyweights, and that's got me fired up. Always repping original Metroflex, where I learned what... Oh, you're a Metroflex guy. Wow, that's obviously where So he's from Texas, so I'm guessing, because he qualified at the Ronnie Coleman Classic, which was in Texas, 6.5 weeks ago now. 6-7 weeks ago. Okay, so he's a Metroflex boy. That's interesting. I have to mention that to Ronnie when we speak to him in a couple of days. Okay, so doing some training. Right, where is it? Yeah, because he wouldn't guess there. I mean, he's a big guy, but those legs are just ridiculous. Okay, let's have a look at this inclining. What's he inclining here? 4 plates. A little chest action from the other day. The band takes off at least 2 plates per side. Oh, he's doing bands. Right, okay. Okay, a lot of people doing band training nowadays. A lot of elastic bands. I think a lot of people had to improvise during the lockdown and with everything going on around the world. He won the overall at the Ronnie Coleman. Fantastic. And now he's offering personal training sessions at Powerhouse Gym Aurora. So he's not at Metroflex. That's probably where he works now, but we used to train at Metroflex. I hope it's the Arlington one. I've been to that one, actually. It's fantastic. Where I've been to the Plano one as well. That was a good gym as well. Trained there back in 2012. So yeah, there's a new pro to the pro ranks. IFBB Pro League. You're going to do big things, dog. Well, I think he's going to. I don't know his age. It doesn't really say what his age is. Yeah, that's the original Metroflex. It's just, look at it, all chalk and dust on the floor, and it ain't pretty. But that's the kind of gyms I like. That's the kind of gyms I grew up training in. Fantastic atmosphere. Everyone's training hard and screaming and shouting and throwing weights around, and God, get him leg press in there. That's almost a Ronnie Coleman style leg press there. Well, I think that's how you get legs like that, Colleen. Yep, that's how you get it. Yeah, buddy. Couple of vids. A nagging hip flexor issue. So worked up slowly. Yeah, you can see this guy trains hard. Sensational legs. So yeah, give this guy a follow. I think his followers are going to go up from 4,420. That's for sure. After this weekend. So congratulations there to Jonathan for winning the super heavyweights. Or is it heavyweight? I don't know. I can't remember what it says. And a new IFBB Pro. Yeah, so fantastic. Well done, mate. Well done. Okay, our next shout out is Austin Connolly. This is another athlete that's come up on my radar. Let's have a look at this guy. Let's have this. Okay. We made it to Orlando. Finally got to train with my coach, Cement Factory. Who's Cement Factory?
I forgot now.
AJ Sims, that's right, who coaches Justin Rodriguez. AJ Sims from Cement Factory. Great coach, coaching a lot of athletes. Here's this guy, Austin Connolly from Orlando. I wonder if you'll be going to the Olympia in December next month. So what else we got? Let's not give it a lot away. Okay, let's have a look at... You want to see training or posing, Colleen?
Posing first.
Posing first. Okay, let's have a look at this guy's physique. Morning check-ins with Cement Factory. Weight sitting at 233 pounds. Time to push the gas pedal through the floor. We got work to do. You got to push through the flatness to get fat-free. That's true. Yep. 4 weeks out, when people start complaining they're flat, it's like, mate, you should be flat. If you're not dieting hard enough, quite frankly. Right, okay. So what categories does this guy compete in? Does it say? 2018 Junior Nationals Heavyweight Champ. So yeah, he's winning big contest. Sponsored by HD Muscle and Iron Rebel. So yeah, 5,300 followers. He's... Okay, we'll have a look here. So he's sponsored by HD. That's Dorian Hamilton's company. Okay, that's nice physique there. Kind of looked at that picture already. Changing by the day. Good quad striations there. Let's have a look at this one. Okay, fantastic. So he's in the Nationals this year. It doesn't obviously a lot of these athletes haven't had a chance to update their Instagram because the Nationals has been today and yesterday. So yeah, fantastic physique. Let's have a look. What else? One more. Let's have a look at one more, Carleen. What do you want to see, mate? Just say stop. Oh, who's this guy on the left then, Carleen?
I don't know.
Well, no, I'm asking you. Come on, tell me. Justin Rodriguez.
Yeah, so around the bloody...
The name is right there. So, yeah, that's obviously with his fellow Cement Factory athlete, Justin Rodriguez. Oh, Justin is doing the Olympia now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he was out, then he's in, out. He's back in now, so yeah, he compares well there, I think. Yeah, he's not, yeah. I mean, obviously Justin's a lot bigger. Justin's a monster pro. So, okay, it's not every day you get to pose with one of the best pro bodybuilders, Justin Rodriguez, looking freaking incredible. It's definitely gave me more motivation to finish this prep. Thank you, Justin. Let's go. Okay, yep, well, I'm interested to find more out about this guy because he looks absolutely fantastic. And we like AJ Sims. He's a great guy, great coach, doing great things in the industry. So I want to give this guy some credit. Austin Connolly, give this guy a follow. Okay, next athlete is Middleman. It doesn't actually say his name. Middleman? Why doesn't it? I hate it when they do this, when they don't put the actual name. Remember RPG? Didn't actually put his name on his Instagram. It was Ronald P. Gordon. And he just calls himself RPG. He says he wanted to be hard to find. But I saw this guy on this. It was actually these set of photos here. Really impressed me. Look at that. This guy is doing the Olympia. Oh, it's all in Spanish or... Yeah, this guy, I believe, is doing the Classic Olympia. So he's 4 weeks out. This is what he's... this guy's Classic. He's very big for Classic, isn't he? Let's have a look at their other pictures. Okay. Yeah, what a physique. What a lovely physique. I like his socks. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Yeah, he's looking okay for 4 weeks out, but he needs to sharpen up, I think. Well, 4 weeks out, you can get nice and shredded now in that time. But Madelman, come on, let's find out his name. Okay, let's see some posing. This is the latest post he's put up. Back double bicep. That's all in. Let's have a look. Come on, hit the pose, please. That's what the judges say. Hit the pose. Oof, yeah, what a fantastic shape. Who do you remind me of? That readable bicep reminds me of a pro. I can't think who it is right now. So, okay, let's have a look at his lat spread. So this guy's Classic. He's huge. Oh, it's the same pose. Okay, let's see. Oh, come on, Connie, what do you want to see, mate? Oh, that's a nice shot. I've overrided you. Okay, yeah. Nice physique. Yeah, I'm not sure about that piercing, like. Which one? Up? Left? That one? That one? Oh, his condition looks good there. Great shoulders, great arms, great chest. Yeah, he got nice round full muscle. 212, is he? I can't speak the language, so I'm sure it said on the he was doing the Classic Olympia. I think maybe someone suggesting there that he's a 212. I mean, he kind of does look more like a 212 than a Classic to me there, because his legs are very, very thick and wide. Top Olympia. I might be mistaken. Maybe he is a 212 Olympia guy, maybe not Classic. Maybe I misread. Let's see if we can get some more information. Oh, look at that. He kind of looks... Well, look, yeah, he looks more like 212, you know?
How tall is he?
I think he's about 5... I would say he's about 5'7", maybe shorter. If he's 212... most 212s are typically like sort of 5'6" and under, really. Yeah, doing a vacuum. Beautiful physique, that. Yeah. Damn, getting peeled, bro. Yeah, let's have a look at one more. Okay, which... see anything, Carl? Oh, look at that shot. What amazing aesthetics. Yeah, fantastic physique. Okay, well, I don't have his name. I don't have his name. Oh, there is a Rafael Brandao, so I'm assuming he's Brazilian. Because that's Rafael Brandao, the pride of Brasilia. Un placer. I don't know what that means. Rafael Brandao, yes. Rafael Brandao as well, COVID.
What?
Yeah, he's got lung COVID. Yeah, he's out of the Olympia. Yeah, he's been very, very sick. I was talking to Flex Lewis the other day. He said he's been... poor guys, he said he's been like literally in bed sick, you know, like really, really sick the last week. So get well soon, Rafael Brandao. We love you, mate. You're, you know, we're really excited to see you going into the Olympia this year, but, you know, obviously we don't expect you to go in if you've got COVID. But look at that, that's a shot, that is. It's going to really bug me who that really reminds me of. Jose Raymond? No. Who does that remind me of? It's the arms around here. I think it reminds me of Jose Raymond. Yeah, very, very similar back to another bodybuilder. I'll have a look later and have a think. But, yep. So I'm guessing this guy is 212. I don't think he is he's Classic. Sorry, my mistake. Yep, IFBB Pro Classic Physique ESGQ. I don't know what that means. But he's got 124,000 followers. He has a huge bodybuilding scene in Brazil. If you're a well-known bodybuilder in Brazil, you're going to have, you know, you're like a superstar there. You know, bodybuilding is absolutely colossal in Brazil. So, yeah, Madelman. Maybe you can give us his name one day on his Instagram, please. He's got TikTok. So, do you do TikTok?
I deleted it.
Oh, you deleted it. Okay. Oh, well, if Carleem's not doing TikTok, TikTok's not cool. Okay, right. This is Carleem's shout out. Angela Yeo. And I'm not even going to try and say that. I'm going to point the arrow. ANKHJII_pro_Yeo. 20,000 followers. Got a decent amount of followers there. So she's a physique pro. Angela Yeo, 2-time physique world champion. ASF, 3rd WPD. ASF, Arnold Sports Festival. Yeah. Maybe one of the, I don't know which of the Arnold classics that is. But how did you find out about this lady?
I went onto the NPC page.
Okay. Oh, this is the lady that's just turned pro at the Nationals. She's just won the... There you are. No words except these two. IFBB Pro. Nationals, overalls, we did it. Thank you, post coming soon. And thank you to the ladies I competed with today. You showed the soul of the sport. All humble, all beautiful, all supportive. This is WPD. Wow, look at her physique. What a beautiful... Oh, I remember seeing the pictures and she was a standout. Yeah, she was a clear winner. What a beautiful look. What a lovely muscularity. She's not drawn in the face. She's very feminine. Beautiful muscularity. She's not lacking any body parts there. Great calves. Nice flip-flops. So, yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look at something. Is she talking in any of them, or... Oh, can you put some volume on, or... Oh, here we are. Hang on.
See it for myself.
Wow.
See what it looks like up there.
Look in my eyes and see how bad I want it.
So far, the feedback has been amazing.
She's just giving us a little guided tour of the NPC national stage here and there.
Coming up and congratulating me.
I like her hair. Hair's cool, isn't it?
That feels amazing.
It's really cool. Can you just turn it down a little tiny bit, please, Carleen?
What I was trying
Can you hear that music in the background? So, yeah. Let's have a look at some physique shots here. Wow. God, look at the condition there when you zoom right in. Look at that. See, that's what they want in women's physique. They want that condition. They want the femininity. She's got a nice striking look. She looks very, very polished there. She looks like a top pro, I'll be honest. She looks really, really good. And I've only seen a couple of photos. But let's just look at two more. Look at two more, and then we'll call it a day. Oh, wow, look at her back there. Let's have a look. She's squatting. Oh, is that hair from the other side? That's so cool. Now that is what you call ass to the grass. Squats. Do you remember squats?
Oh, yeah, been
I did them back in March a couple of times. Yeah, they hurt. Yeah, let's have a look. Okay, look at traps. Wow. Some of these female bodybuilders have amazing traps and they don't even train them. They just have really good traps. Look at that. Wow. Do you like the half hair thing? It's cool.
Very Mad Max, so yeah.
Very Mad Max. Oh no, she's got both sides shaved. Oh wow, I've never seen hair quite like that. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, exactly. It's a Mohican with hair at the back. I don't even know how to explain that. You want to see some sweeties, zombie kid sweeties? Okay, let's have a look. Where did she qualify? When was this? This is a nice picture. Okay. This week, 7 years ago. So she's been competing a while, earning 2 silver medals in open and professional at my first international championship, the Natural Olympia. Okay, we'll get off that. Okay, we don't support that. Wow. Oh, that's a rude one. I think we'll go straight past that one. Yep, this is a family show. Wow, look at that. Blending in with the Stones, 11 days out, Pro Yeo, FBB. Cemetery tour. Okay, that's nice. Okay, yeah, she looks like she trains hard. She's got some really dense muscle there. Nice nails. Nice sweets. Okay, I want to see some more physique shots. I want to see, let's have a look at this. No filter, much respect to these girls, but this, for you, those call bodybuilding a pageant. Oh, right, okay, she's saying F you to people who call bodybuilding a pageant. Okay, that's fair enough. That's a popular opinion, I suppose. Both sides, you know.
That Mortal Kombat.
That's, yeah. That mask looks cool. She pulls that off. It looks really cool. Oh, so she pulls the hair over one side, but it's shaved on both sides. After I thought I said 45 years of prep then. So that's a long old prep. After 45 weeks of prep, 2 years of growth, and a 14-year journey, I'll be spending every moment possible in my suit, taking pictures, enjoying this fraction of time in the best shape of my life, enjoying the work. It will all be over so fast, squeeze every drop from it. I'll go till I physically can't and collapse in happiness. Yeah, well, you did collapse in happiness because you are a new IFBB Pro. Wow, look at that. Great eyebrows. I like her style. She's very stylish. No, she's cool. She's one that'll stick in your mind, you know? It's good to have your own style, to be original in this sport. It's always very welcome. So Angela Yeo, remember this name because I've got a feeling she's going to be... I think she's going to be one of these ones that jumps straight into a pro show next year and does well. Maybe even wins. It's like a Rachel Daniels, you know? Turns pro and then within, you know, like a few months or a few weeks or whatever, they'll be doing shows and winning. So, yeah, I think she's got real star quality, this one. I think you can see that. Yeah, so Okay. That is our shout-outs for episode 18 of MD Global Muscle. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. We went a kind of bit crazy. We went a bit all out for this one. We really wanted to go above and beyond, as we always do with MD Global Muscle. And I hope you've enjoyed watching. Thank you for supporting. And we will see you next week for Global Muscle. And we are out.